Welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, which is the location for today's race. The cars are out on the grid, so let's join the action down on the track. At 2,285 meters above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners make up a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, and you can expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking too into the hard braking zones of turns 1 and turn 4. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing, flying solo at the moment. Yes, hello there, Housey is in the lobby, but yet to join the commentary box. I dare say he's attending to one of his kids, but that is all right. We are here at Mexico City, boys and girls. No problem there, Housey, as I just speak of the devil himself. He is in the chat, letting me know what is going on. Thank you very much. Yes, Hermanos Rodriguez circuit. I tell you what, the highest elevation here on the calendar of 2.238 kilometers, excuse me. Yes, very, very thin air, so expect to see some high wings. And, well, the air density is very, very light here at Mexico City, so it doesn't really affect straight line speed here, folks. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to this one. Yes, one of the very, very quick tracks here on the calendar. And, well, I'll tell you what, Sector 2 is an absolute doozy. I do know in the Discord, a lot of the boys, are, excuse me, a lot of the boys are dreading that Sector 2, as I do touch on the Blue Dog. And yes, Blue Dog is in the chat. I do believe he's got his new wheel, but it's just been set up. And, well, this is... well, exploratory times, if I do say the least. I do apologise, Blue Dog, but good luck out there, my friend. Yes, the Blue Man has got a new wheel. And, well, we've got a full lobby. We have one reserve, Kyotonic. I'm pretty sure that is a livery glitch. That's what happens when we join the lobby a little bit late. We can't fix that one, but that's okay. It's a colour that we all can recognise. Nothing too similar there. But as I do say, we do touch on at the reserve, of course. Yes, the full-time drivers, the commitment has been phenomenal. And yeah, only one reserve required. Jodaku got the call up, answered it, and thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, mate. Much appreciated. We just wait to see what the boys are doing regarding their setups. There's no action out on track. I tell you what, a minute has flown by already. And, well, zero action, as you can see there, boys and girls. We've got Sandeezy in the chat. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Macedonian there as well. And, yeah, good luck to all involved indeed. Yes, the stream should be coming through nice and clear. I had the settings, believe it or not. I made a rookie error there, folks. Got to touch on this. I was streaming in 720. I tell you what, I've never done that before, and Well, blame it on the old age. But no. There it is. Come on, DZ. Come on, mate. I mean, you got to buy shares, mate. This promotion package you got going on there. Tell you what, it's pretty full on. But all credit to you, DZ. Love you, mate. But yeah, still no action. I'll tell you what, there must be. I don't know if there's weather coming our way. Well, there it is there. There it is there. Wet race, lads. 100% wet is what Masso is saying. So no wonder the boys are in there scratching their heads thinking which way they go. Tactical genius, more like a tactical winner. Oh, and we have been joined by Mr. Pillars. How are you, amigo? Good to see you, mate. Yes, Pills joined me in the commentary box just before we went live there, and well, he'll be racing in the UK division, 8 p.m. GMT. And as we do touch on the UK, lads, my trusty steed, good old hello there, Housey, has just joined the chat. Oh, mate, I do understand you've probably run off your feet, but welcome, my friend.
Yeah, sorry.
No stress at all.
Back from school.
No stress at all. You've got to do your dadly duties. And yes, Nat Hammer's in the chat as well. Tabbed. Well, Tabbed, he had to pull out. Yes, you did, mate. You did. But I tell you what, there's always next season, Tabbed. And I do hope you, well, get whatever it is you've got to get sorted out, my friend. We will miss you, but you're still in the server and as a reserve, of course. So feel free to put your hand up whenever you feel like, Tabbed. But of course, Bozza, the first man to blink here, Housey. And, well, Bozza himself was one of the first lads, of course, to touch on in the server that he wasn't too famous, well, wasn't too happy with this sector that he's about to approach now. Let's just see how Bozza gets on. Of course, this is just an outlap, but he's not a fan of this part of the track. But I'm sure he will do phenomenally well. Knowing Bozza, he would have practiced absolutely relentlessly, and I'm sure all the boys have done their due diligence. And Housey, I've been practicing that word bloody all week, mate, just to get it right, because I couldn't get it right. But yeah, anyway, we push on, mate. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. I'm all good.
That's good. You're here, mate.
To this point.
Yes, you are here. You are here. So, Bozza,
flustered, but I'm here.
Don't worry about it. Just ease in there, Housey, and we'll do this. Smash this one out as we do always. But yes, Bozza getting himself underway, of course, and first man to blink, as you can see there for yourselves. And let's just see how the Bozman attacks this track. And yes, turn one, you can take a lot of curbs here, but that's turn two and turn three. This sausage curb here unsettles the car. Bozza misses that absolutely brilliantly. DRS zone, there it is there, folks. Letterbox rear wing wide open, and here comes Bozza. And you're going to see, well, the track maps, well, the colours have gone. I haven't got them. But, well, I mean, surprise, surprise. But he's gone a little bit wide, and, well, he's entering this very, very tight, twisty, technical sector 2 here, Housey. And, well, I'll tell you what, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I dare say we might see some track penalties a la USA come into play here, mate. Especially, there it is there! And the Bozman has invalidated, as I do touch on. S5's out there on an outlap as well. There is a couple of guys out there on laps. We'll just have a look. It might be Nodsty who is next. It most certainly is. Our championship leader, Mr. Nodsty.
2-5.
Oh, is it 2-5?
Is he on a lap?
No, he's on an outlap. Yeah, Nodsty's on a lap. So we're gonna keep an eye on Mr. Nodsty here. Yes, he will set a valid lap. This is a brilliant part of the track. I will tell you what, the stadium section in real life, this must be absolutely phenomenal to be a part of. Just to witness these cars belt into the start of that one, take that right hander hard on the brakes, and do that hairpin, come through that twisty section, and there you go, Nodsty with the first lap on the board with a 1 minute 15.870. Thank you, mate. We're doing it. We're going to be doing the roll calls again. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what, you saved my bacon big time. Oh, there you go. Fury missed his apex a little bit. Might cost him a little bit of time, but let's not just get too excited just yet. There's only Q1 here, folks. All about survival. There is another car out there. There is a golf racing driver out there on track. That's tactical. He's on an outlap. I'm just trying to pick up who is on a lap.
S5.
Oh,
S5.
Suicide.
2-5's invalidated, is.
Thank you very much, mate. So, S5 is approaching the S's, and I'll tell you what, full send for this lad on the medium. Yes, might as well get him out of the way and done and dusted. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be a full wet race here, Housey, as Macedonian did touch on the chat. And we've got Droftas. Droftas has just joined. And, well, yes, morning, lads. Back Be back to watch the race after the school run. Of course, mate. Yes, all the boys doing their fatherly duties. Absolutely brilliant to see as S5 sets his first time run with a 1 minute 16.8.
Is it one of the Jaguars? There's two out there. It's not the Stig. No, it's not Smakinder either.
Well, Tactical's on a lap. He is in the S's, and we've got the Stig out there. He's on a lap as well, but he's just starting his lap. So we're going to stick with Tactical here. Yes, I'll tell you what. Tactical has got the car. Oh, there you go. He's just invalidated as we jump to him. And we'll flick to the reserve. There is Jodaku. Jodaku is a reserve. That is a reserve livery, folks. That's what it looks like. And well, I'll tell you what. We'll touch on Tactical because he has been given, well, tabbed as he did touch on in the chat. Yes, he had to pull out. Personal reasons, of course. And, well, there you go. Tactical genius. We'll be getting married. He's getting married, I do believe. He's going to be missing a couple of rounds. But, yeah, he is getting married around about round 18 there, Housey. So he's taken the plunge, mate. And all credit to the lad. There is Bopton out there on track on the medium as well. Who is furthest along here?
2-5 then. 2-5's just about to come across the line now. He's just exited the final corner. Looks like an alright lap. Yeah, 16.6 for 2.5. Fury went faster a second ago, improved from a 16 something to a 15.9. So Fury with a better lap. S5 going across again. Darkness has spun it.
Oh, there you go. Yes, you can see the track map light up.
S's.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I tell you what, it's going to catch a few people out. But yes, we are on board with Smakinder. And Smakinder, oh, bit of a tank slapper coming out of that last corner. But he sets his time, and it's a 1 minute 15.5 there, Housey.
Yeah. It's the Stig, I think.
Yes, it most certainly is. Yes, the Stig. Oh, he's hit that sausage curb. Unsettled the car. Got on that outside curb on the power, and you can see the car just twitch a little bit. No. 135, so you will definitely go again. Who else? Thank you, mate.
Bopton just crossing the line now. Jaduku had validated his lap. Bopton did, 17.2. It's Tactical now. Goes P3 with a 15.8. Good lap from Tactical there.
It will be Brad Tay who is next, mate. The last corner, well, turn 17. And there it is. He comes around that corner now. And let's just see what he does. Well, it's a 1 minute 20. He will definitely go again. We've got Snooey out there in Sector 2 as well. Just trying to pick up who is furthest along.
I don't know if he's coming in, but S5's just exiting the last corner. Is he going to go again? Yep. No, he thought about coming in.
Jodaku getting out of the way of absolutely everybody, and we appreciate that, mate. Very well done. Macedonians out there on a lap. Yes, hello, Kitty.
Smakinder. Oh, he's invalidated.
Well, there you go. Smakinder's on top of the timing tree there with a 1 minute 15.5. I think we're going to focus on the lads who have yet to set times because, yeah, Macedonian is entering the stadium section now, and he's taken that a bit cautiously, to be fair. Let's just remind everybody, well, it is all about survival in this Q1 session. Pulp time prediction, DZ. I tell you what, mate. I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see as this session rolls on. I tell you what, I'm not too sure there, buddy. But I reckon we will see, a mid-14 at least, I do believe. We'll go back down to where is Snooey? There he is there in Sector 1. Who is furthest along? We'll go to Jodaku. He is invalidated. Blue Dog is in the pit lane. Old boy still in the pit lane. Johnny M4 getting himself underway. And let's just hope Johnny M4 can string this one together. Brad Tay has, yeah, there he is there. He's going to set
a lap from Brad Tay. Here he goes.
100%. A 1 minute 16.091 there, Housey.
Invalidated again. So we're seeing a lot, as you mentioned in that intro. There's a lot of invalidated laps here.
There certainly is.
Just flicking through the cars as I am. Seeing a lot of them. So the Stig, I think, is further along, even though he's got a lap time on the board. Snooey then is invalidated, yet to get a time on the board.
Yeah, I think Johnny M4 is going through the, well, he's about to approach the S's now, and there he is there, taking as much curb as you dare, of course, and, well, that one there you can cut a little bit, but there you go, rear wing. Oh, he hasn't opened up, has he? Well, he's sort of glitching a little bit. I'm not too sure if that's a bit of a lag spike for Johnny M4, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, he's bouncing. He's got it all wrong in the stadium section, and he's had to pull out of that lap. Chasey Daney's on that start-finish straight. We'll go back down to Kyotonic. Yes, Kyotonic. I think that is a livery glitch there, folks. But here comes Kyo with a 1 minute 16.1. And, well, there you go. Gets himself on the board. P6 at the moment there, mate.
Yep. It's again.
Oh, Chasey's around. Chasey is around. And there you go. Oh, he's backed into that wall there, and he was right in front of his teammate. I'm not too sure who that was. That might have been 2-5. Yeah, so 2-5's on an outlap, prepping his car again. Where is Bozza? Bozza's getting himself underway again. So we're going to focus on Bozza because he's out there. Darkness Abyss is directly behind him. These boys have yet to set times, and I wish they would fix that bloody yellow flag on the screen. But we will push on, Housey. Just be lovely to know exactly what time it is. There it is. 6 minutes remaining. You've got to be bloody quick. But there you go. 6 minutes remaining. So there is plenty of time. Roughly 1 minute 16s these boys are doing. And, well, I mean, they can set a few laps here if they dare. We are looking at a wet race here, ladies and gentlemen. And, yeah, so, well, you're going to see... Obviously, there's some guys out there on the mediums just burning the unwanted tyre, so hopefully they survive this session and well, can absolutely smash their soft tyres. So they will not be required for the race there, Housey. Looking like wets. So Chasey Dane must have... yeah, he must have pills, and I tell you what, he's... I mean, the whole server's involved in all that. Yes, of course, yes. Chasey Dane, his name changes weekly in the server, of course, on the championship tables. And I do believe this week his name is Ad Campaign. He's an absolute ripping lad. All in good sport, all in good faith, all good fun, and Chasey does not mind at all. Bozza goes with a 1 minute 16.0. Where is Darkness? Darkness sets his time. It's a 15.8. Jodaku's on an outlap. Chasey Dane is in the pit lane. So Jodaku's starting his run now. How's he? Going to keep an eye on this lad. Where is 2-5? 2-5's in P11. He's coming around that last...
now.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. There you go. Stays P11 at the moment.
But 2.2 under. But stays P11, as you said. Old boy, return of the old boy. He's
yes,
invalidated, but just getting a lap underway.
Well, I mean,
pick him up in a minute.
Yeah, exactly right. Sandeezy, some drivers will be. Yeah, exactly right, mate. Exactly right. Well, I mean, it was all noticeable at the start of the session when 2 minutes ticked by, and I tell you what, mate, there was no action out on track. Albeit, yes, we're going to touch on Q1, of course. But I tell you what, mate, I think they would have been thinking, oh shit, which way do I go here? Jodaku has invalidated, unfortunately. Blue Dog is out there, and Blue Dog on the new wheel. Where is Old Boy? He's furthest along as well. So he is in Sector 2, coming around that double right-hander and entering, well, the treacherous part of the track. Let's just go on board with Old Boy and see how he... Whoa, he's around! Old Boy's out!
The halo says it.
Oh, game over! Game over! And Old Boy is... done. Oh, poor Old Boy.
Sorry.
No, that's okay, mate. Jodaku has invalidated that. He will go again. Blue Dog.
Let's go with Blue Dog.
Yeah, sweet as. We'll go with the trusty steed, Mr. Blue Dog.
He's going to get his teammate. Is he going to check on his teammate here? Is he going to pull over and check on his teammate?
Well, let's just have a look. He will see him. And he'll just see him. Exactly right. You will see his teammate, and I wonder what Blue Man is thinking. Oh, he's invalidated. There you go. Chasey Dane.
Too much. Yeah.
Chasey Dane getting his lap underway. Where is Snooey? Snooey's in Sector 2 right now. Jodaku's further along, so we'll keep an eye on him. He is a reserve. I will touch on that. Kyotonic is a Monster Energy driver. That is a livery glitch there, folks. Something out of control, out of our control. But yeah, Kyotonic sitting P9. He had a great result last week. We're going to talk the lad up a little bit because I'm absolutely rapt that he absolutely turned up and well showed that pace that I know he has. Jodaku, well, he hasn't invalidated. He took those S's very cautiously. It's all about getting a time on the board here, How's he? The closing
stages.
A good
toe, though.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Got a good toe then off of the back of a Jodaku.
Yeah, look at the Snoo Man. And I'll tell you what, he's going to be very, very quick, very fast. Here comes Jody. Here he comes. Let's just see what time he can do. He is about to cross the line right now. It is a 1 minute 16.7. Snooey, top of the timing charts with a 1 minute 15.3. Fantastic lap. I do believe Chasey Dane. Oh, is it Chasey Dane? Yes, it is. It is Chasey Dane in the stadium section. Darkness Abyss quite comfortable with his lap time of a 1 minute 15.8. And, well, I dare say he is safe. Yeah, all good, Kyo. All good, mate. We know you've got the bug. We know you've got the bug. Anyway, we'll push on about that. Chasey Dane sets a 1 minute 16.7. And, well, he will definitely need to go again.
Yeah, Blue Dog's just in the stadium section now. Actually got a clean lap, so let's see what it's going to be. Needs to better a 16.7 of the Stig, one of his rivals. Don't I say it? does so with a 16.3, puts himself P14 and safe for the minute.
I'll tell
So
you,
everybody now set lap time, so now we're back to the
exactly right, mate.
Snooey then.
Well, Snooey, we're not going to worry. He's on top of the timing charts.
Tactical going again.
We're gonna stick with Chasey Bopton. Jodoku is out there, but he's got no fuel. He's invalidated that run. That will not count. So yeah, Chasey Dane getting out of the way. He's got 1 minute to get to that start-finish line. Same with Bopton. They are in Sector 2 at the moment, and well, they'll be they'll quite
make. I think
quite make it.
Just exiting the pits. I don't think he's gonna make. He's not gonna make it.
I don't think he's gonna make it, mate. I don't think he's gonna make it.
Timing's wrong, I think.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if the game absolutely lets him go.
Sorry,
yeah, no, you're right.
Make sure.
Chasey Dane has aborted that one. If he's got the fuel, he's got the time to get there again. There's 34 seconds remaining in the session. Bopton is invalidated. He's out there as well. He's got plenty of time to get there as well. So where is Blue Dog? Blue Dog's on the back straight. He's a little bit slower. He's sitting right on the cusp.
Yeah, Blue Dog's out of it. He's pulled out.
And 2-5. Well, 2-5, where is he? Starting his run again on the soft. He did attempt on the medium, folks, and, well, he's living dangerously. These boys are in the drop zone, and, well, survival is key here, of course. Q1 is what it is all about here, ladies and gentlemen, and, well, these boys will be sweating it up big time. Let's just see how 2-5 gets on. The Stig is, well, let's just see if the game allows him to do this lap, Housey. You'll keep a close eye on that one. We've got 2-5. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on 2-5, of course. Yes, he's in that double right-hander right there and, approaching the treacherous S's. So we'll go on board with him and let's just see how he attacks this. And he's staying well away from some of these curves that are known to, well, slight lift and he's invalidated. 2-5's invalidated. That will be him done. And the game is... The game has allowed the stick.
He's allowed to stick. Yep, he has. It has.
Oh, Chasey's got some understeer. Chasey's got some major understeer. Yeah. Let's just see how he fares. He is with a 1 minute 16.7. He needs to do better than a 1 minute 16.3, to be honest with you, to sort of get him a bit of a buffer zone as Harass has joined the chat. Yes.
Hey.
Well, well, Kiwi, one of the Kiwis of the bunch. And yes, welcome to the stream, Mr. Harass, as Chasey Dane is not improved.
Bopton about to cross the line. Oh, Bopton, P14, 116.1. Pushes Blue Dog onto the cusp, but Jodoku, he's on an out lap apparently, so this should, and it's invalidated, it should not let him go.
This should not let him go.
Stig is 0.7 up at the moment, just coming into the baseball section. His Team Jaguar driver. So this could be curtains for Blue Dog here. Yeah, Stig and Blue Dog, good rivals. They're normally somewhere near each other. The Stig might give Blue Dog heartache here.
Oh, and he has.
Gets himself up into P7. I think that's it.
Well, Bopton has spun.
The game's let Jodoku go.
Bopton has spun. The game has not let Jodoku go, but we've got 2-5 out there. He is sending it. He's 3/10 up on his previous best time. He needs a good couple of last corners. His fuel light is absolutely screaming at him. Well, I'll tell you what, can he do it? I think Bopton will be sweating a little bit here just to see.
He's sweating.
Let's just see if 2-5 can put in a good lap. And he's done it. He's done it. There you go. 2-5 back up the sort of top end where he belongs with a 1 minute 15.7. Chasey Dane is still out there. Let's just see what... he's slower, a lot slower. Bopton has spun. So that's the drop zone done. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our knockout zone. Unfortunately, we have lost Bopton, Blue Dog, Jodoku, Chasey Dane, and we did see old boy get acquainted with the wall. What's going on with Chasey there? Chasey made a bit of a blue. Not too sure what happened there. But trying to get into the pit lane. And as we've got a new follower, Victor Tower. Vincy Tower. I do apologise, mate. Welcome to the stream. This is Formula4Racing. You were watching the Aussie division. You are follower number 151. We're at Mexico City, and we have just witnessed a cracking Q1 session. Waiting for this countdown clock. Well,
look at that time. Look at the time. Look at Bopton and Kyotonic's time. Sorry, I've only just noticed that after Kyotonic's message.
That's identical.
Bopton loses out. Identical time between Kyotonic and Bopton. Bopton loses out. Kyotonic, I tell you, You've got to send Bopton a Christmas card
I
for that
reckon
one.
so too, mate. Or buy him a slab or something. I don't know.
That is, yeah. I don't know how they picked that. I mean, how does that work? I don't even know how that works.
I don't know.
Like, which one
To the
gets it, I don't know.
thousandth is one of those impressive things, of course. But even if you look at Brad Tay and Nat Hammer, not too far apart either. But anyway, Snooey on top of the timing charts there, and of course, Snooey's got some great qualifying pace. I just want him to put it all together, and I'm sure he does too. But there you go. That is the running order so
Look at
far.
those times, though. To be fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
8 tenths separate the top 15. Bopton, P16, Blue Dog 17th, Jodaku 18th, Chasey Dane 19th, and obviously Old Boy is out. So Q2 is to come. Switch to 8. There you go, Chasey. Chasey, well, pushed start a little bit too early, I think, and you've got to do it after that pit lane line there, Mr. Chasey. I'm sure you realise that, and you probably realised that after you pushed the button. But anyway, we'll push on. Kick back, Chasey. Enjoy the rest of the qualifying. Q2 approaching. Well, we are in Q2 now, Housey, and, well... Don't worry about the strategic session. It is all invalid. We have got a wet race, folks. You're going to see the boys burn their soft tyres here in this session. So it is very much similar to a Q3 session. Yes, still all about survival. But, well, the boys do not want to be in the drop zone in a Q2 session, considering it is going to be a wet race. Yes, anything can happen in a Grand Prix. Usually does, but just add water to spice things up if it wasn't difficult enough already. The boys still in the garage, which is very, very unusual. I mean, 15-minute session here. And we will just chill into the... Oh, there he is there, the popcorn man. I'll tell you what, Stewie, I've missed those popcorn buckets from you, my friend. And I'll tell you what, let's just pray he gets this weekend together because I'm in his corner. He needs a good weekend as the snowman. And let's just hope he can achieve that. Kyotonic, rain at the... Ooh, Kyo is throwing up some... Oh, he's thrown a bit of a spanner in the works there, mate. Rain at the end. I think that's end. Yeah, end of this Q session. So there you go. Kyo just correcting all that. And nods to our championship leader. While we're talking about championship leaders, just bring up these tables, eh? There it is there, folks. Yeah. And Nodsty leading this one quite comfortably. He has done pretty much all season. Well, very, very consistent is the Nodsty man. 287 points there, Housey, is the lad on. Macedonian, very, very close. Well, he's putting a little bit of a gap between him and Nat Hammer, as we have got Xerxes, who's just subscribed for 3 months in a row. Thank you very much, Xerx. Much appreciated, mate. But yeah, Macedonian just starting to gap Nat Hammer a little bit, and I do know Nat won't be happy about that at all.
I've got a couple of bits of info which explain that slightly.
Go for it.
Well, I was just going to say, obviously, you know, Nodsty there, we were speaking about him. As you said, he's never been out of the top spot. And to be fair, though, he's top, but his last win, do you know when his last win was?
No. I can't remember.
8 rounds ago at Australia.
Yes, but I mean, geez.
So that's pretty impressive. I mean, he's had 3 seconds and 4 fourths in the weeks that's passed since. But obviously, last win 8 rounds ago. So he's due a win at some point, Nodsty. As you said, Macedonia, P2. He's a bit up and down in the top 10, within the top 10 lately, but good result last week, obviously. And he's over Nat Hammer. That Nat Hammer gap there that's just increased this week is because obviously Nat Hammer had a 5-second penalty to be added to his race time last week, which actually dropped himself, unfortunately, to P10. That's now made the gap 17 points between himself and Macedonia. But I know that's a little bit of a battle brewing there. They like to have a bit of banter, those two.
Yes,
so that one is definitely brewing up.
Well, so Nat Hammer.
Fury in P4.
Nat Hammer is about to get his time underway, of course. Nodsty made a bit of an error, pulled out of that hot lap, and here comes Nat. Let's just see what he does. This will be the benchmark at the moment. It's a 1 minute 16.2. We've got a couple of lads starting us. Abyss has invalidated. Smakinda's out there as well, and I have just missed the Stig. He's out there on the medium. I'm not too sure if he caught the memo, but it's going to be a wet race. He did burn some softs to make this session, so maybe it's just a battle of attrition. Biotonic getting himself underway, of course. Macedonian is about to cross the line and set his time of a 1 minute 15.9. Take it away, Housey.
Got tactical. Sorry, we got tactical. Just about to set his lap. We might as well have a look at this lap. In the golf car, obviously. Yep, P3 so far. Got Kitty just about to cross the line. He was at Suicide 5 at 15.9. Puts himself P3. It's McKinder exiting the final corner now. Team Jaguar. Let's see what he can do. 1:15.0. Puts himself top for a moment. Followed by the Golf Racing car. Who was that? Was that?
Johnny M4 is stuck on the grid. What's he doing? What's Johnny doing?
Yeah, what is it?
It says he's in the pit, but he's on the track. What the?
He's definitely on the track.
Hell? Johnny M4 disqualified for parked in a dangerous location. Johnny M4 is having connection issues.
Just been codied, I think.
Yeah, I think so, mate. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Darkness Abyss is around. Well, there you go. He's gone way too deep, entering the stadium section, and he will have to reset. Fury's invalidated, jumped in the pit lane. Where is Kaio? There he is there, mate. Coming
just
around.
Exit in the last corner now. Yep.
Fantastic. So he sets a 1 minute 16.5. That's 2 laps on the softs there, Housey. And of course, these boys will be throwing these tyres in the bin after every session. Wet race, folks. Wet race. As Mr. Fury Strat, as, well, Johnny, thank you very much for your subscription, my friend. 3 months in a row to the Fury, man. Absolute gem of a lad. Thank you very much, Fury. But Brad Tay, well, Brad Tay, Rockstar Racing, Pot 4 driver, doing a phenomenal, well, turning assists off, turning them on, trying to find his sweet spot. Let's just see how he fares. F1 Crispy, welcome to the stream. Marty jumping 208, welcome to the stream. Formula 4 Racing, folks, Aussie division. Brad Tay just set a 1 minute 15.9 to get himself underway. Where is the Bosman? Bosman has invalidated and, well, he's not, is he sending it? Oh, he's that rev glitch. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Where is Nodsty getting himself underway? He's our championship leader. Kyotonic is back out there. He's definitely going into the pit lane. So we're going to focus on the lads yet to set a time. And I do believe it is, excuse me, yeah, it is Bozza that's furthest along here, mate. Yeah, most certainly is. So we're going to keep an eye on Bozza. And Bozza is not opening his rear wing, so this will not be it. So we're going to stay with Nodsty. And, well, there you go. So we've just got a couple of followers there, Housey. And we're up to follower number 153. Thank you very much, absolutely, everybody who is supporting us. We do appreciate that. And, well, there you go. Take it away, Statman 2.0. Continue, my friend.
Yep, alright, so update for the championship. Obviously P4 then, we've done the top 3. P4 is Hello Kitty's Fury, sitting on 180 points. Pot 3 driver, stays in P4 this week, making it a run of 7 weeks in 4th. The only step he hasn't stood on the podium, P1. He's had a 2nd and he's had a 3rd in the season so far. So P5 is 2.5, Monster Energy, Pot 2 driver, 164 points. 9th place last week in the USA. His best finish of the season so far is a 4th, so he'll be looking to get a podium before the season ends. That'll be his goal, I'm sure. We'd love to have a chat to him in the box as Nodsty sets a 15.8. We've got Blue Dog in P6, the Rockstar car, Pot 3 driver, 156 points, so not too far away from 2.5. 8 points it is, the gap. He's up 1 place this week in the championship table. His best finish came in the opening race with a 2nd. Cut me off anytime you need to.
No, you're right, mate. You are right, no problem at all.
P7 is Jaguar Racing's Stig, Pot 4 driver, 155 points, just 1 point behind Blue Dog. So a tight battle between those two. As I mentioned earlier in that Q1 session, there a bit of rivals between the Stig and the Blue Dog. Stig actually being Jaguar's highest placed car in the championship, and I'm pretty impressed with this because Stig is a Pot 4 driver and the Jaguar's most highest car is himself in P7, so doing a fantastic job is the Stig.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Best finish is a 4th, and last week he had a 13th, but obviously drops 1 place this week to the Blue Dog.
Sorry,
touched
mate.
on.
As we were just on board with Snooey, and Snooey invalidated on that. He's not happy with himself. As you can see him throw that steering wheel left and right. He's absolutely filthy with himself, but he goes into the
Where's
pit lane.
Darkness? We just
Darkness
lost
is
Darkness.
out. Darkness has got lost it through the S's.
Where is he?
He is
Yeah, he
done
didn't, yeah.
as Fury goes
If you go on board with
P5.
Stig, we'll see.
I tell you what, how's he?
Stig, oh, he's in the middle of the track. Wow. Whoa, that was close. Darkness right in the middle of the track. Nearly collected his teammate, the Stig there. The car was still...
Oh, jeez.
was still valid.
There you go. Tactical's just flown by him. And I'll tell you what, you're spot on there, Housey. Was in the middle of the track. And yes, Snooey, reset, mate. Go again. That was looking like a belter of a lap. You took those S's absolutely perfectly. But reset, go again, my friend. As, well, old boy throwing some stick in the chat, considering he put it in a wall. It's a bit rich from the old boy. But Tactical Genius, P2 with a 1 minute 15.3.
So, Bozza's on an out lap just for you to keep an eye on, and obviously Snooey is still in the pits. You think he's just coming out now? Is he? I think he's just
he's just leaving the pit lane now. So Bozza's about to get his lap underway. So the floor is yours, Housey.
Keep an eye on Bozza. Tell me when he comes around, or cut me off when he comes around.
Not a problem.
As we're talking about Bozza, actually, P8 is Bozza in the championship, golf racing, pot 3. 147 points, so only, what's that, 5, 6, 7, 8 points behind the Stig in front. It's the fastest man in the race last week was Bozza. He stood on all steps of the podium, stays 8th for the second week running. So then we'll move back to P9. P9 is Smakinda, Jaguar Racing, pot 1 driver, 121 points he's on at the moment. He hasn't started for the last 2 rounds, but holds 9th this week for the best, and his best finish is 1st, his worst finish is 12th. P10, Bradtay then, the Rockstar driver, pot 4 driver, 1 point back from Smakinda, so a real close battle there, 120 points.
Oh, sorry, Housey. Sorry, mate. There is rain just starting to fall here at Mexico City. I tell you what, Kaio was spot on.
Better be quick,
they want to be quick. This track gets wet very quick, especially through the S's is where you want the full grip. Bozza's just got to keep...
going to be all right. Yeah, Snooey's going to have a problem here.
Well, I'll tell you what, Snooey's got to get the pedal down because the rain is starting to fall and it won't take much for this track to get slick. So I'll tell you what, let's just see what Bozza can do. We'll go on his onboard. It's pretty grippy at the moment, so no panic stations for Bozman at the moment. Let's just see what he can do. He sets a 1 minute 16.2 P12. Snooey is out there getting him lap underway. Snooey. Yeah, we'll stay with Snooey.
Turn 1, just into turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. That tricky turn 3 with that sausage curve, as you mentioned earlier. Seems okay for grip at the moment in this early stage of the lap. It does for Snooey, but it's only going to get worse as he goes around. Obviously, he was on top of the tree in Q1, so he's definitely got the pace. He's probably, I daren't say, got the pace even in a slippy conditions to get himself out of this drop zone. He needs to batter.
He's invalidated. He just invalidated.
No.
He just invalidated.
What's the time? 3:27. He's got time.
He's got time, but the rain. Oh, Jesus, this is going to be bloody close.
This is going to be tough for Snooey. I mean, as I was just touching on, he's quick.
Well, interesting to note too.
Enough?
The Stig has made an appearance on an outlap here, mate. He is leaving his run a little bit late. All the boys in that danger zone kind of have, barring... Oh, Nodsty's around. Nodsty is around. Oh, he's safe. He's okay. It was just a bit of a spin. So maybe track conditions just starting to worsen here, folks.
Is that the first sign of it?
I think so.
The first sign?
Let's just see how... Oh, no, it is. It is. Look, the Stig can't control the car. Well, he could, but he just got no turn in. Look at it. Look at the car. So I'll tell you what, he ran wide there. And
Snooey's going again.
Let's just see if the...
Snooey's on again.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Stig is very cautious.
I'm keeping an eye on it.
The Stig is on an outlap. He's very, very cautious. So I don't know, mate. I don't know. Very, very close.
Oh, Snooey's... it doesn't look like he's struggling as much as it sounds like the Stig is. Just looking for his sector times. He's struggling picking up the accelerator, actually, Snooey there. I'm not sure what assists he uses, but it sounded like it was spinning a bit. Through the fast S's with Snooey then. This is the point where you're going to lose it if you're going to lose it.
He's done it. He's gone wide. Oh, the game's allowed him.
He's all right, though. He's all right.
He's lost a bit of time there. It's a 58-8 at the second split there, mate. So let's just see if he can, well, get out of this drop zone. Of course, Snooey looking for a result here, folks. And while the rain is falling in that drop zone, I tell you what, wouldn't want to be the lad. We've only got 2 guys out on track. That is Snooey and
he's not
the
gonna
Stig.
do it here.
He's not going to do it. He's done.
Can't get that traction.
Nah, no
Yeah,
traction
he's
at
done.
all. He's done. 1 minute 19.5. The game has allowed him to go again. So let's just see. He's going to send it. That fuel light is absolutely screaming on him. The Stig is
There's
in
no
the
chance. So the
second
grip is gone.
sector.
That is it.
Yeah, the
I
Stig, look at
think
that.
is
No
it.
turn in
No.
at all. Look at it.
No,
No way.
it's
The
done.
track is
That's
done.
it.
The track is done. And I'll tell you what, if these boys
Yep.
can get themselves, the Stig only needs to improve by about three-quarters of a tenth, to be fair.
No
and
chance.
I don't think he can do
Not
it.
gonna happen.
No, look at the track. No
No,
way.
it's not gonna
Oh,
happen.
Stig, be
No.
careful. Stig, be careful. You don't want to be spinning now and losing. Oh, I tell you what, it's not good enough.
No.
And there you go. Oh, dropped us. I'm not going to read that one out, but very, very good. Very, very good. Yeah, there you go. So dropped us. Just throwing some comedian. And Xerxes, well, the partner in crime, those two. And, well, there you go. Absolutely brilliant from those two. And fantastic to see him in the chat as the Stig has spun. The track is way too wet to be on slicks. And, well, as you can see,
Done now.
from all the boys from P10 and up are all in the pit lane. So that is it,
That's
folks.
We're going to lose Stig, Bozza, Snooey, Darkness, and Johnny M4 with 24 seconds left on the clock. But we're going to lose them all. This session is done, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll go back to where I was for a second. You just cut me off when we finally got the counter kicking
You're right.
over.
Go for it.
So I think we was on Brad Tay, was we? I think we were on Brad Tay, P10, Rockstar car, 120 points, just 1 point behind McKinder in P9. Best finish so far with us is a third for Brad Tay. 14th last week. So P11, Jaguar Racing, Rip the Beans, Pot 2 driver, 117 points. So only 3 points back from Brad Tay. It's a close battle here actually between 9th and let's say 13th, 14th maybe. Where were we? Yeah, Beans, Jaguar. So he drops a place this week after he did not start last week. Unfortunately, he was missing last week. Cost him a slightly bit. Here we go then with the results quickly.
As Footy Dad, aka Old Boy, has just cheered 25 bits. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. As we will go through, I'll get rid of this screen up there so we can see what's going on here, folks. Yes, McKinder on top of the timing charts with a 1 minute 15.0. All these boys said it before the rain came. Snooey got caught out a little bit by invalidating a couple of runs, and he will start 13th. But our drop zone, the Stig, Bozza, Snooey, Darkness, and obviously Johnny M4. Chasey Dane has just cheered another 100 bits as well. Thank you very, very much, boys. Absolutely brilliant from this lot. As, yeah, Q3 is approaching. Take it away there, son.
Interesting, yeah. Is Q3 going to be wet or is it going to be dry? Let's
She's
have a quick
raining,
look
mate.
before I
It's
start.
raining. So, yeah, it is going to be
behind it.
wet.
Yep, she is raining indeed. So it's going to be inters, I'm sure, for the lads here. So we'll carry on quickly before they get out, try and get this done. Beans, then we were talking about, he hasn't stood on the second step of the podium, but stood on the top step and third step this year. So Beans will be looking for a second at some point before the end of the season to complete his trio of podiums. P12 then is S5, Suicide 5, Hello Kitty, Pot 4 driver, 112 points. Holds 12 for the second week in a row, and after, by his own admission, a poor finish last week in 18th. He's never been on the podium so far with us, so I'm sure that's going to be his target for the rest of the season. It is achievable for him on his day. You know, we do know he has got some pace in that car. He's just got to hook it all together.
Yep.
So P13 then, Kyotonics, as you spoke about earlier, Monster Energy car, Pot 3 driver, 102 points he sits on. Finished 12th last week with the best result so far is a P10 though, so he's looking for a real good result before the end of the season. P14 then, the Chasey Dane, Monster Energy, Pot 4 driver, 98 points. So the man with many names stays 14th for the third week. He'll be wanting a good result here after a P15 last week. We'll move to P15 in the championship. It is Old Boy, Rockstar Racing, Pot 2, sits on 80 points. He's falling back a bit from the 6 guys in front that are battling for that sort of P9 ahead. He's missed the race last week, which obviously isn't helping that, and he's had 1 third place to his name, which is his best finish. P16 in the championship, then Darkness Abyss, Jaguar Racing, Pot 3 driver, 76 points. Last finish for Darkness was actually a P20 in the UK, so not the best of results lately for Darkness. I think he's had some connection issues and a few other commitments where he's had to pull out the races. So he'll be looking for a good race this week. Best finish is P3 for Darkness. So P17 then in the championship, Johnny M4 Golf Racing, pot 2 driver, 66 points. Only one finish in the top 10 this year for him. 9th in Australia, back in round 8 I believe that was. So P18 then, Bopton Golf Racing, pot 4 driver, 44 points he sits on. Due a decent result he is. Hasn't had the best of runs lately. P16 last week. His best finish so far in the season is P7. So he moved to P19 in the championship, and on the tables you'll see that it is tabbed. But as you spoke about, he has unfortunately stepped down from that full-time role and given that role to Tactical Genius. So Snooey will actually inherit that 19th place on 34 points for Kitty Racing, Hello Kitty Racing, and I presume, obviously it's not done at the moment due to a late call on it, but next week we should have Tactical Genius in the standings, and I believe he will get the points that he scored for us in a reserve role. So we might see the championship table mix up a little bit last week, because he has done a few races with us as Tactical. So
He certainly has.
I mean, he sits P20 at the moment, let's say, but he will maybe jump a few after getting all his points that he is due. Have we got anyone coming round for a lap?
Has he? It has stopped. What
Yes.
the hell? It stopped raining.
Yeah, it's stopped raining.
It stopped raining.
Well, right, this is going to throw a spanner in the works.
I'll tell you what, this is well, Nat Hammer's going to have a crack.
Nat
He's
Hammer.
he's going to have a crack,
Yeah.
and he sets a 1 minute 26.0. Behind him is 2.5,
No.
and 2.5 goes to 25.9.
Fury's invalidated.
Sorry, mate.
Tactical's invalidated.
So Brad Tay, is it Brad Tay? It certainly is Brad Tay.
Yeah, Brad Tay.
Yeah, got to keep an eye on this. Tactical's going in the pit lane. There's still plenty of time remaining on the clock here, mate. But I tell you what, these boys might be looking at going back to the soft compound. The rain has stopped, and I reckon they'll be burning these inters. They're going to have to. They're absolutely going to have to. But Brad Tay's going to set this time regardless. And here comes Brad Tay with a 25.5.
Yeah, nah, this is dries.
Yeah, this is dries, man.
It's done.
Wets are
This
done.
is dries. Kyotonic is struggling with understeer.
Look at the
Major
he can't
understeer.
turn the
Can't get
car.
turned in.
He's still going to have a
Put in the
go.
pits, Kyo.
Oh,
that's a late call.
That's a late call. Oh,
Come on, that's cannot be in
Kyotonic.
real life.
Come on, Kyo. Come on, Kyo. Smakinda's out there on the soft compound.
Nat Hammer.
So he's going to be
again, but I
to
think
see
he's
where we're going to, well, just to see what he's doing out there, of course. Smakinda will be the benchmark, the first man to blink on the softs, out there on track in Sector 2 at the moment. This double right-hander, very easy to get bit greedy on entry and run wide.
Yeah, nice.
But I tell you what, let's just have a look at him. We'll go on his
Nobody's
onboard
gonna
through
improve.
the S's. And yeah, he's invalidated. He is invalidated. So it looks pretty
But
grippy.
it's dry.
It looks
it's
pretty,
right,
yeah, I think so.
The tyre's right. The tyre is right. Anyone on inters needs to just box and get off these. So this is going to change this session. I think, is he still the only one out there? I think he's the only one out there. Still is Smakinda on the softs. I think someone might have just left the pits. Who was that?
Yeah, Tactical Genius.
Just left the pits.
Yeah.
Yep, so keep an eye on them then. I'll run through the pots quickly because no one's going to change anything for this second. So quite easy for the pots this week, to be honest with you. No change in P1, well, there is a slight change, but Nodsty still leads from Nat Hammer from Smakinda. Snooey's in 4th, and Tactical comes into pot 1 in 5th at the moment. But again, like I said earlier about the Drivers' Championship, Tactical will pick up a load of points in the week once that's been calculated, so we'll see where he sits next week, but he's P5 at the moment. Pot 2, same order for the 4th week running. Macedonia from 2.5, from Beans, from Old Boy, from Johnny M4.
How's he?
Pot 3, no change.
Sorry, mate,
Yep.
we're just going to stick with Tactical. I'll be back in 1 second.
Yep, all good. Let me flick to Tactical so I can see what's going on. He's got an invalidated lap at the moment. So we'll go back to the pots then. No change in pot 3. Fury leads from Blue Dog, from Bozza, from Kyotonic, from Darkness. Same order in pot 4 as well for the 3rd week running. Stig from Brad Tate from S5. Chasey Dane, Bopton bringing up the rear. Constructors this week then, no change in the order. Rockstar lead with 643. Hello Kitty's in 2nd with 591. Monster in 3rd on 576. Jaguar in 4th on 484. And Golf bringing up the rear with 411. Joint Constructors, that's where we add the Constructors Championship from the Australian side, this side of the division, and the European side of the division to come up later this evening together. Kitty have got the lead then in that. Rockstar is 2nd, Jaguar is 3rd, Monster is 4th, Golf in 5th in that one too. as Smakinda sets the fastest time, then a 17.637 Tactical Genius. Just in the middle of Sector 2, about to come into these fast S's. We'll stay on board for a minute. Can he keep it clean? Nice amount of curb. Line looks good so far through the first part of fast S's. It's the second part that catches you out, and there it is. As I say, it takes too much curb, too many liberties, so Tactical is invalidated. He's going to need to go again. We've got 4 minutes 34 seconds of this session left. So Smakinda holds top spot at the moment. Brad Tay second, 2.5 third, Nat Hammer fourth, but those positions are going to change. Those times from Brad Tay 2.5, Nat Hammer all set on the intermediate tyre. So the next car around, I'm going to pick it up. Skate is Kyotonic, I believe. I think it's
we're with him now, mate.
Skate.
We're with him now.
Good, so Kyotonic. So pole positions then, as we ride on board with Kyotonic, I'll keep half an eye on that. Pole positions then of the current drivers, Beans has 3, Smakinda and Snooey on 2, 1 for Aus Div and Brad Tay. Total for the season, including all drivers, is Golf with 6, Jaguar with 5, Rockstar with 2, Kitty with 2, and Monster yet to get a pole position. Kyotonic then in the middle sector keeps it clean, looking like a good lap from Kyotonic, doing what he needs to do.
He is a Monster Energy driver, folks. He's got the livery glitch on at the moment, so we do apologise for that. He is Nat Hammer 2.5, his teammate on screen at the moment. So Kyotonic's about to set his time of a 1 minute 16.0, if you don't mind there, Housey. A couple of boys out there as well. S5 is just getting his lap underway. Macedonian is furthest
Macedonia's
along.
first, yep. He is, so you pick Macedonian up. Now I'll just do these fastest laps. So fastest laps of the current drivers here. Nodsty, Nat Hammer, Johnny on 4, all with 2 each. Fury, Old Boy, Snooey, Beans and Bozza all with 1. Season total, including all drivers, is Hello Kitty with 4. Golf and Rockstar both on 3 each. Monster and Jaguar both with 2 each. Driver of the day then, Blue Dog and 2.5 of the current drivers with 2. Stig, Nat Hammer, Snooey, Old Boy Fury all have 1. Season total so far then, Kitty with 6, Golf and Rockstar with 3, Monster and Jaguar all with 1, as Macedonia is about to cross the line then. Take it away, Skate.
It is a 15.6 from the Masso man. Suicide 5.
2.5 next.
2.5. I'm going to miss his lap. 2.5 goes with a 1 minute 15.6. But
6.
S5, let's just see what he can do. Well, he's got it planted through that last corner. It's a 15.5 from Suicide 5, if you don't mind. We've got a couple of boys on outlaps as well. Brad Tay getting his lap under the way. And yeah, Kyotonics is, there you go. 2 minutes remaining here, Housey. Kyo is calling it a day. He's not going to get around again. We've got some boys out there. Fury is out there on track, getting his lap underway, of course. Yeah. And, Brad Tay, where is he? He's, in that first 2, 3, 4 corners. And let's just see how he fares. Brad Tay leaving it very late. We've got a very, very slow, I do believe that might be S5. I'm not too sure there, folks. But here comes Brad Tay. He's nearly 2 seconds up on his previous best time. That was an attempt on the Inters on a drying track. Yes, it started to rain towards the end of Q2, but yes, the rain was still there at the start of Q3. But she stopped. The boys went out there on the Inters. They're now out there on the softs. A bit of a mixed bag in the weather department for this lot. And all credit to them. They're having a good old crack. Brad Tay is currently out there. Let's just see where he's at the second sector. And while it went purple briefly, I'm not too sure how much you can trust that. But 6.5 seconds, Housey, which puts him in the 19s. He needs a great third sector. Let's just see how he fares. And he's tackled, gone past the stadium section. Here comes Brad Tay, Rockstar Racing. He crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 16.0. That is P5 for now, Housey. Fury will be next.
The line, I've got him. Yeah. It does a 115.8, puts himself P4. His teammate is that starting a lap. I think it was S5 starting another lap. So Tactical Genius is going to be next.
Here comes Tactical, the Pot 1 golf racing driver. Yes, welcome to the league, son. Getting married in a few weeks, but he sets a 1 minute 15.3. Nodsty, our championship leader. Here he comes. It's a 1 minute 15.5. They're coming in thick and fast, Housey.
Nat Hammer. Yep, Nat Hammer. Just exiting the final corner. I've got him if you want to pick up the next guy. I've got him over the line. So Nat Hammer is a 15.5. Puts himself P4.
Here comes
Jaguars driver,
Smakinda.
Smakinda next.
Yes, Smakinda. Yeah, let's just see how he fares. It's a 15.2. He's not tactical off the top.
2.5.
Thank you, mate. 2.5 will be next. He's, well, 3.5 tenths up on his previous best as we welcome the chiropractor to the chat. How are you, Ramsell? Good to see you, my friend. And yes, you can catch these UK boys, 8 p.m. GMT Monday. Well, about 11 hours after we finish up with ours. Maybe 10 hours or so. But 2.5 puts it on top with a 1 minute 15.282.
Brad Tate. Just crossing the line now. There's Brad Tate.
There is a few Hello Kitties there. It might be Fury. He's invalidated. So we'll flick up to S5. Let's just see how... Oh, S5. Oh, there you go. Oh, he's out. He's out. Oh, S5's just smacked into the wall. He got it all wrong that last corner. Lost the wheel, and there you go. That's all she wrote. Tactical has invalidated. Where is Nodsty?
Nodsty's up. Nodsty's up. He's just exiting the final corner now. He is up. I've got him. He's about 3 tenths up on his time. So this could be good enough for pole. It is.
Our championship leader says, no, you don't, son. Nat Hammer. Let's just see if Nat Hammer can change this running order.
Well.
He's up by 1.5 tenths here, Housey. Let's just see how he fares. He crosses the lines of 15.4. Stays P5. Suicide 5 has been dropped down to P6. I tell you what, that must have been a good lap. He just got it all wrong. That last corner, and off went those wheels. Smakinda has invalidated. That is it. We have our running order. Well, our top 10 anyway. And there you go. Nodsty 2.5. Smakinda, Tactical Genius. Nat Hammer, Suicide 5. Brad Tay, Macedonian, Fury Strat, and Kyotonic. I tell you what, 3 Hello Kitties in the top 10. If you don't mind, Housey.
Yep. 2 rock stars. What's Kyotonic in Kyotonic?
Monster. No, he's a Monster Energy Racing driver.
Monster. Yeah, Monster. Okay, so Monster have got what, 2 in there? Yeah, Nat Hammer and Kyotonics. Was there any Jaguars in there at all? I don't know. Let me wait for this screen to flick over.
Smakinda was in there? Yes, he certainly was. He most definitely was. And there you go. So Smakinda is in P3.
The
so
only Jag.
I tell you what, Nodsty doing a bit of a flex up the top there. Our championship leader with a 1 minute 15.1, 2.5, P2.
Well, did say he needed a win.
Well, I tell you what, mate. Usually, well, let's not talk about it. We don't want to put that famous commentary curse on him. But there you go. There's the top 10. Jevons 87, welcome to the stream. This is Formula 4 Racing, the Australian division. We're at Mexico City. You are follower number 154, Housey. Woof, I tell you what, this great man next to me, Mr. Hello there, Housey, put out a bold prediction at the start of the season. And I tell you what, we are fastly approaching that bloody number. 200, he predicted. This is a very, very new channel. We do appreciate absolutely all the support we get.
Look at that.
It is raining cats and dogs here, boys and girls. And I'll tell you what, if this track wasn't tricky, if Sector 2 wasn't tricky enough, I tell you, just add water. Just add bloody water. So let's just see how these boys go. We're going to expect...
Right, we're going to need to be on top of our game here.
I think
this action is going to be thick and fast.
I think so, Housey.
I'm sure we're going to see a few spinners here. As you said, that Sector 2, tricky enough in the dry, let alone adding the moisture into it. So these boys are just going to be picking their strategies. It's, as we've said, wets all the way by the looks of it, so it's inters. I mean, I'm not sure about a 3-stop. I don't think anyone will pull that today.
Oh,
if
there we
they
go.
Don't need to.
Underway, yes, I was wondering what was going on there, but we are underway on a formation lap. Sorry, mate, I was just a bit curious. They sat on the grid there for a little bit. I wasn't too sure if that required any further, doing, but yes, let's go through this running order.
Let's do a run order, yep, indeed. So P1 then, we've got Nodsty starting on from the front, 2.5 then in P2, Smakinda starting P3, 4th is Tactical Genius, 5th then we've got Nat Hammer, 6th is Suicide 5, Brad Tay starts P7, he's got Macedonia behind him in P8, Macedonia's teammate of Fury Strat sits P9, Kyotonic then sits P10, the Stig starts 11th, Bozza will start 12th, Snooey out of position really for his pace, starts P13, so look for Snooey to come through, although he is right in the heart of the pack there, sort of P13, that is the area where you really probably don't want to be. Darkness Abyss then will start 14th, Johnny M4 in 15th, his teammate of Bopton behind him in 16th, then we've got Blue Dog, interesting to see how he goes tonight on that new wheel.
And in the wet too.
He's
He's
got
a bit of
more
a wet
pace.
specialist, is the
And
blue
in the
man.
Yeah, well, that's years of me making him drive in the wet, so I'm taking full credit for that
There you
because
go. Me.
I used to make him drive. I used to make him drive in the wet all the time. Be like, oh, should we do a race this week? Yeah, let's make it wet. Oh, no, don't. No, come on, let's do it.
Good on you, mate. Good on you.
So Jaduku then, the reserve driver, P18. See what he can do today. Interesting to see what he can do. I'm going to be keeping an eye on him. The man with many names, Chasey Dane, starts P19, so not what Chasey would have wanted, to be honest with you, and certainly not what Old Boy would have wanted. Bringing up the rear of the field, starting P20, we know he's got pace, so again, he's another one to keep an eye on, trying to cut through the field.
Most certainly is.
See if he can keep us cool. So here we go then, they're going to be forming up. At least the good thing for the European boys later is it'll be dry because it's wet here. So
well,
normally we get the flip reverse normally, don't we?
Usually, I mean, let's just wait and see, Housey. But of course, yes. So we wait for these famous 5 red lights as Old Boy takes his grid position right at the back, and we never get dry. Well, there you go. So well,
we have today. We will today. You what?
Why is there a white
Perfectly
dot at the
dry.
back of the grid?
Why is there? Yeah, that's what I've just picking up. It is Macedonia, who looks like he's stuck in between turns. What is that? 16 and 17.
What's he doing?
15 and 16. Sorry, I don't know. He's going to get disqualified in a second, but it doesn't look like. Actually, no one cares. To be honest with you, the track map's still green.
What is Macedonian doing?
Okay.
He's going to get disqualified. He spun when taking...
He's not. It would have disqualified him by now, surely.
Surely. Can you move? I can't control the car, he says.
No, but it's not going to disqualify him because it would have done it by now. It doesn't normally leave you very long sat idle on the track. So I think we could have an issue here, which could be an even more of an issue because there was an update pending for this morning. For the
Yeah,
game.
we're not going to restart because...
come out of this.
Yeah, we cannot restart. We cannot restart because there is an update. Yeah, there is an update pending, and yeah, if that would just ruin us. So Masso, probably I don't know what to say, mate.
Try and rejoin.
Yeah, try rejoin, mate.
Try rejoin.
Yeah, try rejoin, mate.
That's all you can do.
Because there is an update pending, and just leave and come back, Masso. Just leave and come back.
It's very unfortunate. Once again, we're being codied. You know, all of us put this effort into this league to try and do the best job. Obviously, the drivers can do, and us in the commentary box here, putting the work in to try and make it the best experience for you. And it's so frustrating when we get this happen time after time after time.
There you go. He's left the session. We'll just wait for this to sort of fix itself.
Have you got another invite?
Just bear with us, folks. How good's this? Macedonian has joined.
Let's have a look. It's kind of still stuck there.
How the hell did the AI take over? How did he's either pushed?
Well, that would have been just as the point. That would have been just at the point that that the AI takes over to reform the grid. So I say it. He's possibly. I don't know if he's lit it up on his own out of 15, and then just between there, that's the point where the AI will take over. But he is just still stuck there.
Okay, so I'm going to take a screenshot of this running order, Housey.
I already got it.
Yeah, you got it. Do you want to send it to me? And
I've got it.
Yeah, we'll do a restart.
Well, we'll go on mute, and I can talk you through it as you do it. So we've got a new follower. Sorry, what a time to follow us. It's risky.
We have got.
Risky.
Yeah, we're going to go on a quick pause here, folks. We have to do a lobby. Oh. We have to do a lobby restart. Unfortunately, this is Codemasters at its finest. We will be back in very, very short time. Just please bear with us, folks.
Yep, stay with us, everybody who's viewing. And the drivers, if you can hear us, just bear with us. We're going to have to do it.
Well, well, well. We're back. We are back. We have done the custom grid. The weather is exactly the same. And wasn't the music playing there, Housey? I'm not too sure, mate. Not too sure, buddy. But anyway, hashtag coded. So anyway, thank you for everyone sticking around. We do appreciate that. We're waiting for these. Well, the countdown clock's on. 8 seconds, and we're going to get this one underway. Pumped for this one again, Housey. We're going to do the running order again, and I'll tell you what, it has fixed Kyotonic's livery, and that's all that bloody matters. So I mean, we are here.
So we've gained something.
We're back. We are back, and no, Fury, no. I mean, we might as well keep it how it was. The weather's the same, and the session will start in the countdown clock. I'm sure it'll go a bit quicker than that, but we're back. We're back. The boys are. Don't forget your setups. Oh, better put the
Yeah, don't nobody click ready up. Give everyone as long as they can, please, to get the setups in.
Just putting a message in the server, so. As Ramsell's throwing a bit of stick my way, took your sweet time. Well, I'll tell you what, mate, had to wait for all the boys to bloody rejoin there, Mr. Ramsell, the chiropractor. So just waiting for the boys. Of course, you can see that waiting for players. Yes, we are waiting and waiting and waiting. That seems to be what we're doing. Hurry up! And we'll get this one underway. I'm sure they're choosing their setups, Housey, and we will just sit here patiently waiting. Yes, there you go.
There we go.
There's the second clock.
Count is on.
And, well, the count is on as the chiropractor. I'll tell you what, mate, it's not bad for you there, my friend. Look forward to seeing you absolutely tear up this track, Mr. Ramsell. And I wonder if your son, Mini Ramsell, will be engineering you this week. It'd be interesting to see, of course. Let's just... We'll have to get him into the server maybe one day, Ramsell. It could have a father-son team happening there, but there you go. Countdown clocks are all ticking around. We're still on the same bloody screen. What is going on? There we go. Yeah!
There we go.
Woohoo! We'll just bring up these telemetries and, yeah, we'll get the formation lap underway yet again. So, there you go. Johnny, it's Johnny. Johnny's got a red X next to him. Johnny, mate, get off the Macca's Wi-Fi. So we'll just sit here and wait.
His wheels are actually going backwards. This Johnny M4's.
Maybe
on the grid.
He's on the grid. Oh yeah, he's there. He's there.
His front wheels were rolling backwards.
Johnny M4.
I don't know.
He's going to have to leave because it's him that's affecting it. Look at him. Yeah, it's him. Look at him. Anyway, we are not restarting again, boys. Come on, let's get this one underway. Johnny's going to have to leave.
Yeah, he has done now. So we'll let the boys go.
There you go.
On their formation lap.
Johnny, I'll get you another invite, mate. I tell you what, man, you got to fix this internet of yours. But anyway, we'll push on. Unfortunate for the Johnny. He's just had a bad run. He's usually got pretty good internet, but just lately he's just, I don't know what's happened, whether he's moved house, changed internet providers, don't know. But there you go. We'll go through this running order again, Mr. Housey. And there you go. Nodsty, our championship leader, leading this one 2-5. Great qualifying by him, Mr. 2-5. That Monster Energy livery, that is it there. Smekinda, P3. He's gone a bit deep on an outlap, on a formation lap, and that is the Jaguar driver. Tactical Genius, P4. Fantastic result by him. Mr. Consistent. He's done very, very well of late as Tactical. Yes, he's just earned his full-time seat, but he has reserved in the past before. We've got Nat Hammer, the Monster Energy Pot 1 driver, qualified in 5th position. He's looking forward to this one, is Mr. Nat. As you could tell in the chat, he's absolutely pumped. Suicide 5, also a great qualifying position for him. Pot 4 driver in P6. Brad Tay, Pot 4 driver in P7. So Macedonian there in P8 as well. And I tell you what, the Hello Kitties, 3 of them in the top 10. As we give points, I'll give out all the links in a little minute. We'll just get through this running order. So Mr. Fury Strat, P9, Kyotonic's in P10. The Stig, well, I'll tell you what, held up Team Jaguar on his own last week, was the only Jaguar driver on the grid, and I told him to go for a massage after the race. His shoulders must have been sore. But I tell you what, P11 from the Stiggles, doing a fantastic job this season is he. Bozza's a little bit out of position there in P12 there, Housey, followed by Snooey, speaking of out of position. Just left his run a little bit late in a wet Q2 session. Darkness Abyss, P14. Johnny M4, is he back? He certainly is back. And there you go in P15. Bopton, P16, Blue Dog, P17, Jodaku, P18, the reserve driver. Chasey Dane in P19 and TCF Old Boy to round out the grid. So, well, we're back. We are back. And where is Bopton? Let's have a look at Johnny M4. Johnny M4 still got a red X next to his name. So there you go. Let's just hope that doesn't interfere.
Johnny can get back in. Yeah. Old boy just taking up his position now.
As we've got Long Moose, he must have just... Oh, we've got a few new followers while we were away. Long Moose, Ty-Star, Paige followed as well. Welcome, Paige. And we've got... Gemini Nerdy Alex followed as well.
Here we go.
But we've got 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. We will wait for some revs here, folks. The lights are out. We're waiting for some revs. And we are... Come on. Go here at Mexico City. Let's just see who's got the traction. Nodsty. What a getaway by Nodsty. So far, so good. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Whilst McKinder has jumped 2-5. 2-5 and Nat Hammer side by side into turn 1. Let's just see how they all fare. It's got to be clean. They've got to prick their braking zones a lot earlier than what it usually would be in the dry. Suicide 5 up into 5th.
Nice job.
So far, so good. Great driving by this lot. Fantastic, boys. That's what we like to see. Side by side, wheel to wheel at its finest. Great start.
Yeah, good clean run into turn 1, turn 2. Didn't see any damage going on. Keeping an eye on the back of the grid. It's looking good.
Oh, we've got a spinner. We have a spinner. That is Macedonian. Was it Macedonian? I'm not too sure. We have a spinner. There was a spinner down there. I did catch the end of it. Jodaku getting a massive tank slapper. He's getting swamped. I tell you what, Darkness Abyss has dropped a few places there. He's down into P17. Johnny M4 can't get back in. He's gone out of the session again. So, well, there you go. Johnny M4's AI is there, and that must have been the spinner. Snooey has already picked up a time penalty. I'm not too sure what that was for, as we'll go to Kyotonic. That is the Monster Energy driver all over Tactical. Tactical has lost a few places, and, well, I'll tell you what, he wants to make amends. He's the highest golf racing driver, and, well, there you go. Oh, what a lunge! What a lunge by Kyotonic! But I'll tell you what, Tactical have the inside for the next couple of corners. Kyotonic, what a move! What a move by Kyotonic, up in a 7th position. Tank slapper coming out of that last corner. He's just got to keep it planted. DRS not enabled. Won't be enabled for the whole Grand Prix while the rain is falling. And, well, what a lap 1 here, Housey.
Yep, so all fast and furious stuff. Snooey, Bozza and Macedonian having a good fight into turn 1.
Oh, I tell you what, and Suicide 5 and Fury Strata nose to stern. They are teammates. They are working well together. 2-5, as you did touch on, is in P3. He did drop that place. But I tell you what, what's going on here? Well, they're starting to create a bit of a gap.
Old boy's had a fantastic start, up 8 places into P12 and currently battling around the outside of Bozza.
Oh, has he made it stick? He
He
has made it stick.
Yeah,
what a move by Old Boy. He's looking to fire up as the banana bender. One of our resident Kiwis, Queenslanders, up 9 spots. What a start by him.
A lap and a half.
And I've just lost all telemetries, Housey. So we're going to pick this one up off the track map as Kyotonic is all over the back of Tactical Genius. This is a great battle. Look at the positioning of cars by Kyo. I'll tell you what, Kyo has finally turned up to race, and he had a great result last week. He's having a good race so far, albeit only lap 2 of 36. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, folks. But Kyotonic is turning it on. He's taking no prisoners. And Tactical, Tactical, getting it all loose coming out of there, out of the stadium section. Kyotonic tucks in, and the fastest laps, I'll tell you what, Smakinda has just taken that honours of a 1 minute 28.0. Yes, it is going to be a full wet race as drop. Yeah,
here we go. Telemetry's coming back.
It's coming back as we'll go back down to Kyotonic.
Just going for a move on Blue Dog down into turn 1. I'll watch it. You carry on.
That's all right, mate. We're going to stay with this. It is the closest battle on track. So we're going to have a look at this. Blue Dog in 16th. So he has jumped up. I think he's jumped up 1 position. So it's almost almost as you were for the back end. The Stig is one of the biggest losers, of course. He is down in last places. Yes.
Dropped 9 places, yeah. The biggest loser so far. I've got position changes live because there's no point having tyres. We know what all the tyres are. They're all intermediates at the moment. He got the lead up to just around a second from Smakinda then. So far, we've got Kyotonics quite close with Snooey as well. There's a little bit of a battle going on there over 8 as well. 7th, Tactical Genius holding possibly Kyotonics and Snooey up slightly here.
He certainly is, mate. As
Sector.
Fury,
Yeah.
Fury, the two Hello Kitty boys in Suicide 5 and Mr. Fury Strat are starting to break away a little bit here, Housey, while the P7 through down to P, what is that? Jesus, it's all the way down to P14, are all battling. So this is absolutely cracking stuff. Snooey's starting to turn up, and have a look at this guy go. He's all over the back of Kyotonic, starting to pressure him out of this last corner. And, well, it is all about your exit here, folks. Yes, yes,
Down
yes.
to 17th now.
Well, I tell you what, yes, he is.
The guys have just got on the back of it. So this is a long train from 7th all the way down to 17th, really. There's a little bit of a gap between Snooey and Macedonia now. Snooey can't get the job done. I thought he'd be past Kyotonics this lap down into turn 1, but he can't do it.
As we'll flick back up to Fury Strat and Suicide 5. Suicide 5 is, well, dropped a little bit. We're hanging on to that 1.3 seconds of Nat Hammer. But as you can see, that while the top two are sort of starting to stretch a little bit, 2-5 is doing his best to hang on to that top two. Fantastic drive so far. At the moment he is. Nat Hammer is not really gaining on his teammate there. And Suicide 5 is, well, I tell you what, he's starting to come back into play. Mr. Fury Strat, these two Hello Kitty boys know what they're doing. And they are hanging on. Fury has light fueled. As you can see, that yellow fuel tank light on the screen there. That means he's short fueled it. Yes, you do not burn fuel while the track is raining. Yes, you tend to save. Doesn't matter how hard you try to burn it, you save fuel. So it probably pays to short fuel as what Fury has done. And Tactical Genius is thereabout. Look at the train, Housey. And there is no DRS, so it's all about traction here, folks. And we have got a yellow flag. Who is that?
Jaduku, I think it is Jaduku. I'm just checking. Yeah, it was Jaduku.
Oh, he's got no front wing.
Oh, he's lost his wing.
He's got no front wing, and there you go. There you go. So he's gone real deep, and the Stig is struggling as well. I'll tell you what, the Stig is at the back there, and well, one thing we know from the Stig is he will not give up. He will keep pushing on, but we'll go back up to the front here. Nodsti, our championship leader, leading this one over Smakinda by 0.8 of a second. And have a look at the track map, folks. Have a look at it. It is absolutely nose to stern, pretty much the whole grid. Fantastic stuff. Macedonian and Old Boy. Have a look at this. Old Boy up in the 10th. Macedonian all over his rear wing. This is Rockstar versus Hello Kitty. And, well, these boys are starting to spend their ERS. This is a very difficult track to regenerate. And you'd want to keep some in your back pocket for those later laps there, Housey, as you're well and truly aware.
Oh, Snooey now getting real close to the back of Kyotonics. This battle really heating up from, what is it, that Nat Hammer down there? From Suicide 5 down. Suicide 5 down then to Snooey in 9th. Old Boy up another place, as you said, so that's up 10 places for Old Boy. Having a rocket start is
he really is the rocket start from the Rockstar Racer.
One of the monster guys is around. It is Chasey.
Chasey's around.
I think he's okay.
Has he got any damage?
Okay. Let me double check on that. I'll double check. I'll keep an eye on it.
We'll go down to Blue Dog, because Blue Dog is starting to get all over Bopton here. And Blue Dog's starting to fire up a little bit here, Housey. And let's just see how he fares. Oh, very close to the back end of that.
Starting to come in.
They certainly are, mate. It is Sector 2 at its finest. And, well, there you go. Where is the Hello Kitty boys? And there they are there. 1.5 seconds off Nat Hammer. I wonder if there's going to be team orders come into play. But look at the train. I dare say not, because... well, they've got to work together, but look what's happening behind. Fury is just, well, spacing himself. Oh, I think Suicide got a little bit long, a little bit wrong. Went a bit deep into that, corner. And here comes Fury. Here comes Fury. He's burning his ERS, and I think Fury
hasn't blocked it.
No, he has not.
He hasn't blocked it. S5 is going to let him go. Is he? Is he?
Oh, we've finally got a heli shot. And there you go. Suicide 5 is not letting that position go. And rightly so too. And, well, there you go. It is nose to stern all the way from P5, as you did touch on, to pretty much P10. Macedonian's starting to drop off a little bit. He needs to start to fight back, does the lad. And, well, there you go. That is where it's all at. Snooey and Kyotonic. Battle resumed, if you don't mind, mate. And this is fantastic stuff. This is absolutely quality driving from everyone involved. Where is Snooey? Have a look at him. Have a look at him. He wants it. He wants it so bad. He needs a good result. And yeah, Fiery Barbarian, welcome to the stream. Yeah, he's closing in. It's sort of up and back, up and back, up and back, and well, it is wet conditions. But Smakinda, well, there you go, 7/10 of a second now, as Fiery has just called out. And well, I wonder if Nodsty, I'm not too sure. Let's have a look to see ZRS. Nodsty spent about 40%. Smakinda has got 20% more in his pocket. So wonder, I'm not too sure. Maybe Nodsty made a little bit of an error, or Smakinda is just starting to burn his ERS a little bit more now. 2-5 doing a fantastic job is the lad in the third position, and he's holding his own. He's absolutely holding his own. Nat Hanna, excuse me.
Job, as I mentioned.
Nat Hammer cannot close that distance. Suicide 5 is still doing a fantastic job as well, but Mr. Fury Strat, he just can't make amends in these conditions. Here. Let's just see if he's going to send it. Oh, it's going to be risky stuff. Risky stuff. Under braking. Has he got the job done? He has. He has got that job done. They swap around.
Slightly wide. That's going to put him in under the pump from Tactical there.
Well,
so Fury's got through finally.
We've got a good on board here from Tactical, and he's very tentative. They all are on that loud pedal there, Housey. And, well, very easy to turn the thing around in tricky conditions like this, especially in this part of the track. And let's just see how they fare. Well, look at them all very cool. Look at the throttle control. Look at the throttle control from Tactical. What a run. Let's see if he's going to get this job done. No. Oh, has he? Has he? No. Oh, no, he hasn't. He has not. Yeah, very, very close there, Housey. As Kyotonic is still doing his thing.
No, he's going for a move.
Stewie! Stewie getting a bit impatient there, Housey. And no harm, no foul. He's got no damage.
He's going to be done by Old Boy. Look.
But Old Boy is going to take him.
Old Boy saying, thank you very much.
He certainly has.
You're going to make mistakes like that, son. I'm off.
Fantastic job there by the Old Boy.
I was going to make that statement a minute ago. You've got to be careful when you're in this train, like driving in a train. You make a move on one car in front of you. You've got to be paying attention to the car in front of that car too, especially in the braking zones, and that's what caught Snowy out there. He made the move on Cryotonics, but Tactical Genius, the car in front of that, just turning into the left-hander, not aware of Snowy's manoeuvre, quite rightly so, because he shouldn't be watching for two cars back.
Yeah,
and
that's
catch
right.
you out, which he did.
Well, I'll tell you what here, mate. Old Boy is not taking any prisoners. He is, well, he's right all over. Yeah, 100%, mate. He's all over the back of Kyotonic. And, well, he's turned up as the Old Boy, the banana bender. And, exactly right. As, well, Long Muse 47. Yes, nice close racing. Much appreciated your kind words. And is that Smakinda? It is. Smakinda is around, and he's waiting. Look at all those positions he's losing. And there you go. He can't get back on. He's doing the right thing. Smakinda, you are a genius. Absolutely quality stuff from you, my friend. That's what we like to see there, brother. Brad Tay's going to have a send. No, he's not. He tucks in. No. And Smakinda has dropped 10 positions from that spin. It is nose to stern. You make a mistake and you're gone. And these boys know this. This is unbelievable stuff here at Mexico City. And, whoa, Old Boy getting a bit loose. Coming out of turn 17.
12 now, though. I mean, this is a sterling drive from Old Boy. I mean, take your hats off. I mean, I know he's riding that rocket today, is he? His Old Boy.
He certainly is.
Where he can go. He has got a penalty, though, unfortunately.
Let's just have a look at Darkness Abyss all over the back of Blue Dog and the Jaguar driver versus the Rockstar driver. And, well, there you go. Blue Dog just doing his thing. Must have some phenomenal straight line speed. Bopton is having a good look at Brad Tay. Yeah, Bopton and Brad Tay. Bopton got a bit of a tank slapper coming out of turn 3, but managed to hold it, and that's fantastic.
Blue Dog's going to look for any mistakes happening from that Bopton Bradtay battle, and he's there to pick it up.
Well, I'll tell you what. Housey. Smakinda is absolutely having a crack.
Bozzer's made a slight mistake just up ahead of that battle. He's trying to fight back against Macedonia now. This is side by side. My God, these cars are close. We've got sort of 2 packs now.
Oh, he's got a bit deep. They are side by side through the S's, and Macedonia takes a great move. Great move by the Masso man. Snowy is having a look at Old Boy. I'll tell you what.
Oh, look at this. Look at those cars everywhere behind. Blue Dog now up. Darkness dropped down. Brad Tay's dropped down.
Have a look at this. This is sensational. Blue Dog is having a good look at Darkness. Darkness having a good look at Blue Dog, and Darkness is... Oh, I tell you what, Bopton is doing his thing as well. The 2 golf boys, P13, P12, sort of holding the fort a little bit as we'll go back down to Blue Dog, still trying to get that traction down. And, well, who's that just jumped in the pit lane? That is
Bopton.
Bozza.
Moves up, so it's Bozza in.
Bozza is in. And it looks like he's getting a nose change, I do believe, as, well, Nodsty has checked out. 4.6 seconds, Housey, and leading 2-5. 2-5 doing a great job. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job. He's
Brilliant
holding
job.
his own. As
That
we
was
go to Tactical. And
No
Tactical,
podium.
sorry there, mate, but Tactical, we did miss a spot.
Oh.
He did get by Kyotonic, and he's all over the back of S5 now. So Tactical's just starting to get his groove on in these very, very tricky conditions. We do know what sort of skill he has. He has impressed.
Yeah, well, tyre wear is coming into it a little bit now. These fresh mediums, obviously they started and will be dropping off a bit. If you believe the race director, it was either a 2-stop or a 3-stop for Inters, apparently. I mean, I think 3-stop's a bit extreme, personally.
Well, I mean, we
maybe
do.
even 2-stop could be extreme.
Yeah,
but
I think so too, mate. I think, you know, like, these Inters do last. As long as the track is wet and you don't cook them, they will last. I dare say it might even be a 1-stop, mate. They will stretch this and... well, I mean, you don't really need to have a pit stop if it's wet conditions. You don't need to change tyre compound, obviously. If you can make the one set last, I mean, all credit to you. But you do not need to make a pit stop. But I dare say these boys all will be. We are having a cracking battle here between Snooey and Old Boy. These boys are, well, doing their thing as only these boys can do. And Snooey is on the hunt. Look at him hunt that slipstream. And let's just see how he fares. He's closing, he's closing, he's closed. Boss is out. Where is Bozza?
Bopton, I think Bopton. Oh no, it's Bozza. Yeah, it's
Bozza and the Stig.
Stig maybe.
Oh, the Stig. Yeah, the Stig
Not
is
sure
in.
what happened.
Not too sure either, mate. The Stig doesn't look like he's got any.
Stig don't look like he's Stig looks clean. Sorry.
There you
okay.
go.
We've got a safety car. We've got a safety car.
We have a safety car.
Out.
We have a safety car,
right,
and
everyone's going to box here. Then
I think
everyone's going to box for fresh Inters.
Well, I think so, mate. I think so.
Stupid not to. Be stupid not to.
There you go, as the new Portonian, Mr. Drofter said, expect most of the grid to get new Inters here. And while we've got that now, we'll just have a look at the replay of the start. We'll go back to the start, and there it is. Well, the screen's a bit muddled there. We do apologise, folks, but, well, there you go. It's nice and clean from everybody involved. And, well, I'm not too sure. We have been Codemasters hard. I mean, things are playing up behind the scenes, but it's okay. We're still here. We're still pushing on. And absolutely quality by absolutely everybody involved. We are back at live screens. And, well, Nodsty leading this one. We have got the safety car. Let's just see.
Nodsty come in. Yes, he does.
He certainly does. Let's just see if 2-5... Yeah, they'd be crazy if they don't. They would be crazy if they do.
I'm sure there'll be one person that doesn't.
We're going to look at them. They're all trying to space each other out. They don't want a double stack.
Well,
they don't want a double stack. And well, I'll tell you what, look, I'll tell you what, there is going to be a couple. And let's just have a look in the pit lane, see what's going on.
So Snooey's the guy that doesn't. Snooey carries on. Although he has stopped. I'm sure he's stopped. Give me the right screen. Come on. So Snooey carries on.
Stops, there you go.
Nodsty's back out.
Snooey has not stopped. He has not stopped.
Has he not stopped? Okay, I thought he'd stopped. Okay, fine. Okay then. So Darkness also not stopped either there out of those boys. He's yet to stop. So Nodsty and Snooey and Darkness, two to take the gamble.
Yeah, very much so.
They're going to do it this time. Mind you, they could, with that double stacking that you was on about, maybe they thought, well, look, I'm not going to sit in the pits for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. I'm better off going round and pitting on the next lap. So we'll keep an eye and see whether that's what was going on.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll put them right at the back, won't it? It'll put them right at the back. I mean, they're behind the safety car now. So I mean,
they're sitting duck anyway now.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. I mean, crazy if you didn't stop then. I mean, there could be another safety car saving grace, but I mean, that'll be a free pit stop for everybody. But track position is key, of course. There is no DRS while it rains, and, well, it's all about traction, exits, and, well, focusing on your exits, using your overtake button when required, and hunting that slipstream, of course.
Right. Sorry. Let's have a quick look at this updated running order then for a second, and we'll run through the penalties quickly in a second while we're under the safety car. So it's Snooey from Nodsty, from Darkness Abyss, from 2-5, from Fury in 5th, Nat Hammer 6th, Suicide 5 in 7th, Tactical Genius in 8th, Kyotonic 9th, Old Boy in 10th now, Bopton 11th, Smakinda 12th, Blue Dog 13th, Macedonia 14th, Bradtay 15th, Johnny M4 16th, Chasey Day in 17th, Jaduku 18th, The Stig in 19th. We have lost Bozza from the race. So Snooey stays out, Darkness stays out, so they are not coming into the pits. Let's have a look at the penalties then. So Snooey, 6 seconds.
Go for it, mate.
Go on.
You're right, you're right.
No, it's right, you go.
Oh, Boz has just joined the chat. He's just lost it on his own.
Yeah,
Box for fresh tyres to get out of the cluster. And, well, there you go. There, didn't even... there you
I'm
go.
not quite sure what happened with the Stig then, because the Stig was off the track at the same point as Bozza. Whether he was just getting out trying to dodge Bozza, I'm not quite sure. But Stig was off at that point of the track too. So anyway, we'll go back to the penalties for a second then. 6 seconds for Snooey, the race leader. 6 seconds for Darkness Abyss, the guy in third. Next penalty is 9th place for Cryotonic, 3 seconds. Old Boy had a fantastic start, but he has got 9 seconds worth of penalties. So kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly there, to be honest with you. Bopton, 3 seconds worth of penalties in P11. Bopton had a good start actually, up to P11s. Good so far for Bopton. Brad Tay, 3 seconds worth of penalties, down in 15th. Johnny M4 with 12 seconds worth of penalties in 16th. Jaduku, 3 seconds worth in 18th, and the Stig also has 3 seconds in 19th. That concludes our penalties at this point in time.
That's it. And our biggest winner of the Grand Prix at the moment with the positions gained is Snooey, of course, yet to make that pit stop, of course. And Darkness Abyss up 11 places, so 12 and 11 respectively. And Old Boy with 10 places. But the only 2 blokes who have not stopped, Snooey and Darkness Abyss, of course. And, well, if we know that worn inters are anything to go by while everyone's on fresh set, doesn't matter whether it be a slick or an inter or a wet, you definitely get the better purchase on a fresh set, obviously. And, well, Snooey leading the pack behind the safety car. The safety car will be out for another lap. Yeah, it'll be out for another lap while we wait for the Stig to catch up to the back of the grid. Yep, once that happens, I dare say the safety car will be in. So we have got a bit of time to go through this track, of course. Now, there's been plenty of renditions of this track. Now, I'll tell you what, folks. Since 2015 was the last time this track was updated to current. Now, the fastest lap record in the current track layout is held by Valtteri Bottas with a 1 minute 17.774.
Look at you.
And that was done in this year's Grand Prix, to be honest. Now, let's go back to yesteryear, folks. Between 1986 and 2014, this track did not change. It was a lot different back then. It had 14 turns instead of the current 17. The track was 4.421 kilometres or 2.747 miles, whereas today it is 4.3 kilometres, 2.67 miles, 14 turns, and back then the fastest lap record in the race was held by, you guessed it, Nigel Mansell. Nigel Mansell with a 1 minute 16.788, and that was done in 1991. Now, if you go and have a look at your F1 history, if you would notice a major change on the track layout, and that was the last complex, obviously with the stadium and stuff like that. It was very reminiscent of Monza with the Parabolica. And, well, I mean, that corner, it was banked and everything, absolutely brilliant back in the day. But yes, we are in current format. The track layout has changed, and it's more that Sector 3, the end of Sector 3 is where the current layout is. The safety car lights are out, Housey. The safety car will be in. Yep. We're going to stick with Nodsty. We're not going to give him an idea on when Snooey's going to jump, but we are ready to get racing yet again.
Indeed, we are. Track actually, just to confirm, just to go on with the track, named after the Rodriguez brothers. Ricardo, who died in a non-championship event in '62, and his brother lost his life 9 years later. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Well, let's just have a look at this.
Here we go.
Because then. I think Snooey hasn't gone yet. He hasn't gone yet. He's gone. I tell you what, Snooey was trying to catch him napping. And Darkness. Wow, Darkness is doing his thing. But Nosty says, no, you don't. And have a look at the restart. Well, I'll tell you what, Snooey tried to catch him napping. I think it caught him out.
Nosty's going to do a max here.
Oh, let's just see. Well, Darkness is having a good look. But it's going to be the inside for Nosty for the second part of the section of the corners. And Darkness, what a move by that lad. Fantastic. Moves himself up in a second position. Snooey is starting to do well. He needs this because he needs to gap him. These boys have not stopped. The top two have not stopped. The rest of the field has. And, well, the closest battle on track after the restart, 2-5, is down into 4th position, effectively a net P2, as Nodsty is net P1, and Fury Strat net P3, fantastic. So Fury is one of the main gainers out of that excuse me, out of that safety car episode. Absolutely brilliant stuff by this lot. As we'll flick back down to the back, let's just see what's happening down there. Chasey Dane, the Stig, Jadoku, all having a ring-a-ding-ding. Yes, Johnny M4 is back. He's all over the back of Brad Tay. Oh, I tell you what, Johnny M4, want to be careful. Just tuck in, mate. Just tuck in. Not the place to overtake. Bobden is being very, very cautious. And I'll tell you what, Brad Tay's got to run on him. Brad Tay has got to run. He's got to run. Is he going to send it the two? Well, Johnny's out of the session. Johnny is out of the session. He's got a red X next to his name. Brad Tay, what a move by Brad Tay. Around the outside, Blue Dog goes a bit deep, his teammate. And, well, navigating this stadium section. We'll flick back up to the top. Macedonian and Spakinda. Spakinda has dropped that place. Macedonian doing his thing up into P10 as we'll go to Old Boy, because Old Boy is all over Suicide 5 like a rash, and he's going to take him. He's absolutely going to take him. What a move by Old Boy down the straight. And, well, that is easy pickings, if you don't mind, Housey. We'll go back up to the top because Mr. Fury Strat and 2-5, he's hanging on. He is hanging on. Look at the throttle control. Is absolutely brilliant from these boys. A lot of them run no traction. Some of them run a little bit, but I mean, doesn't matter what they run. It is all fair game, of course. And, well, you can really tell.
Big losers there.
There certainly is, mate. None.
Kinder, Brewdog, Bopton, Tactical, all in for wings at the end of that first lap after the safety car restart.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Something.
Let's have a look. I'm going to have a look at the Johnny M4. Johnny M4's out of the session. He's got a red X next to his name. Johnny M4 has got a red X next to his name. Excuse me. So, be cautious there, drivers, if you are listening. Oh, Jesus! That was very close by Chasey Dane. Johnny M4, well, a bit early on the brakes. I tell you what, nearly clipped the back end of him. Chasey, send it. Get by him. Send it, mate. Get by him. He's only going to hamper you. Careful, and there you go. Job done. Move on. Oh, Johnny.
No,
This is... Excuse me. We'll go back up to Old Boy, because Old Boy's looking at Nat Hammer here, mate. And, well, Nat Hammer... down one position from the start. Old Boy, after that restart, has gained 3 places. He was 10th at the restart. He's now 7th. And, well, he's coming into his own. Where is Notsty? Just 4/10 of a second behind Darkness. And he's hanging on. I tell you what, these boys, I tell you, these Inters, I don't know about the tyre wear regarding them. I've never done a full Grand Prix on the Inters here at Mexico City, so not too versed in what the tyre scenario is, but I dare say the top 2 are going to start to field. Oh, Darkness has gone deep.
Oh, Darkness is deep. Yeah.
He's gone deep. Nosty said, Nosty. Bit of a tank slapper from Darkness Abyss. This is going to be...
Nosty was going to go for that.
He was, mate. And
that back end stepped out of line, I'm sure of it.
I think so, mate. I think so. So, well, there you go. Let's just see how our championship leader fares. He's just being very cautious. Look at the throttle control. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it from this lot. And Darkness Abyss has gone wide. Darkness gets another time penalty, and that's not going to help his cause. As let's just see what Nodsty's doing. 2-5 is doing his thing. He's hanging on the back of Nodsty. He just needs to hang with him. And same with Fury and all the rest of them, because the top 2 haven't stopped. I have to say that again. The top 2 haven't stopped. So, well...
train all the way down to, where is that, Kyotonics in 8th. So, from Darkness in 2nd to Kyotonic in 8th. We've got a little bit of train forming at the moment.
We certainly do there, Housey. Is well,
closest battle on
Xerxes has put a clip in the chat for your enjoyment there at home there, folks. Old Boy is having a look. He's having a look, is he? No, he's just a bit too deep. He's turned up today, Housey. As Nodsty's got by Darkness. He's finally got by Darkness, and that moves him up into 2nd position. Yes. Now he'll be
looking for the following move as well.
Oh, yes, he is.
Outside. It's going to get pushed out wide, but he'll have the inside.
Let's just see.
Here we go, gone. A little bit of throttle now, 2-5, little bit of throttle. Here we go.
Oh.
No coming back off that if you can get it.
No,
but
great move.
It. Darkness.
He's held his position, Darkness.
Hang in there.
He certainly did. I mean, he did lose it to Nodsty, but he held it to 2-5. And, well, 2-5 needs to pick another spot as Fury Strat sees what's going on in front of him and says, please, boys, come on, trip over each other. I'm here to pick it up. And here he comes, Mr. Fury Strat, the Hello Kitty driver. He's doing a phenomenal job, is Fury. We are on lap 18 of 36. Just gone the halfway point as Old Boy picks up another track penalty.
Yeah, I was on board with that. And no disrespect for any of these drivers. They know what they're doing, but every time, just too much of that inside into turn 10, 11. yeah, you know, it's all very well to do it once or twice, but you know, we need to learn from our mistakes. Yeah,
Darkness has boxed. Darkness has said, you know what, I've had enough of these inters.
Yeah,
he needs a fresh set. Let's just see if Nodsty's making inroads here. Snowy loves fresh air.
No.
We all know about Snowy. He absolutely loves the fresh air, but he's on 19-lap-old inters, folks. Whereas, let's just go to the tyre wear. We'll go to the tyre wear, and there they are, folks. So have a look at the rest of them, all on 6-lap, except for Jodaku. He's on 13-lap-old inters. So Nodsty just doing his thing.
Yeah.
He's got 24%. Snowy got 45% battery, and well, he's just managing that gap. But I don't think these inters are going to do the whole Grand Prix. We'll just see. We'll keep an eye on these telemetries as they press. But Nat Hammer, yeah.
So close to Fury. So close to Fury, isn't it, Hammer? Long Moose in the chat saying Mexico is so hard on track limits. Yes, it is. We just mentioned that. I don't know whether that was a comment back to what I was saying. But at the end of the day, they're perfectly achievable as well. So it's a matter of backing off. If you can't make the corner, going the speed you go, you have to back off. It's as simple as that.
That's exactly right, mate. There is a brake pedal. There is a loud pedal. You can lift, you can brake, you can do whatever you like. Keep it within those white lines. It makes it better for yourself at the end of the Grand Prix while everyone picks them up. You go through cleanly. You gain more positions that way as well. And, well, it's all part of Grand Prix racing, folks. Not only do you have to finish to get some points, you also got to keep it clean too. And, well, to maximise your position. And, well, it is a very, very tricky track here at Mexico City. Same with USA. And the USA, well, we did see some track limit penalties come up there just because of that second sector as well. And, well, same here with Mexico City. Second sector is an absolute doozy. As Old Boy's having a good look at Nat Hammer. 0.2 of a second now, Housey, as Nodsty's still maintaining, well, excuse me, Snowy's still maintaining that gap of 4.7 seconds at the front. Well, this is the closest battle on track. Nat Hammer versus Old Boy.
Yeah, Old Boy has got 15 seconds worth of penalties though, so he's great driving. You know, as good as his driving is to gain what he's got, he's going to lose it all at the end because of the penalties.
That's exactly right.
15 seconds, you just can't have that many. 3 seconds, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, everybody makes the odd mistake. 6 seconds, he's trying to slap yourself on the wrist, but 15 seconds, I'll be taking myself in the bathroom and getting the double barrel shotgun out. No, seriously.
Exactly right.
You can't do that.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll touch on it in the, well, there you go. Droftas has just put a very important bit of information in the chat. Yes, the stewards report was late from last week, but Snowy will be given a 5-second time penalty at the end of this Grand Prix.
Who's that?
Snowy. Snowy.
Snowy, okay.
So there you go. So yes, because of accumulation of license points, 5 license points will give you that 5-second time added. And while I talk about that, Housey, we're going to stay with who are we going to stay with, mate? We'll go with the Stig. Give the Stig, the lead Jaguar driver, plenty of airtime. He's fought back. He's doing a great job. While I put some links in the chat.
No worries. So we're on board with the Stig then. Just exit in the final corner over the line. As Skates has said, the lead Jaguar driver, he's got his teammate in 13th in Darkness and his other teammate in 19th of Smakinda. So he's in a bit of no man's land at the moment, is the Stig. But as we touched on earlier in the qualifying show, doing an absolutely fantastic job. He's normally fairly consistent, is the Stig. Goes about his business.
Sorry, mate, go ahead. I've just been given a message from Smakinda saying the II took over and the controller disconnected, but he's back. He's definitely back now. But that's exactly what happened to Smakinda. He's fallen way down the back of the grid. He's dead last, P19.
Again, all these, my battery died and my controller, all that kind of stuff. Well, if you've got a wheel, that doesn't happen.
As we welcome first-time chat from Lynx Shadowbong. How are you, my friend? This is Formula 4 Racing. This is the Australian division. We're at Mexico City. Lap 21 of 36. Snowy leads this one by 5.2 seconds, Housey.
Yeah, he's pulling that gap. Yeah, he's pulling that gap.
He's doing a phenomenal job.
I didn't think he'd be able to do this. He is, seeing as he's on worn tyres. Let me just go back to that. 21-lap-old tyres is Snowy. He's the only one out there on that kind of age tyre. Second is Jaduku on 15-lap-olds, and then Smakinda in 12-lap-old tyres. So Snowy doing an absolutely fantastic job, as you said, to actually not just to keep that lead after that safety car restart, but to also make the gap on Nodsty now. 5.4 seconds. Obviously, he has got to pit at some point.
Oh,
for sure.
a bit of a loose end there from Kyotonics coming out of there, out of turn 3, I do believe, as well, we've got Link's Shadowbong cheering on the Stig. The Stig's got some fans, and the Stig doing his thing, holding up Team Jaguar by his own shoulders. I tell you what, P11, and what a fight back from the Stig, of course. And yeah, we was last at one stage. The safety car restart did play into his hands, as Old Boy is still looking at the back of Nat Hammer here, and Fury Strat is looking at 2-5. They are just entering the S's. Well, there you go, the trickiest part of the track. And well, have a look at Fury. Absolutely bolted is the lad, just taking it easy through there. And well, that's what you got to do. And P2, 3, 4, and 5, 0 track penalties. Same with P14 and 15. Fantastic. The rest of them all have it. And well, we do not fault them. Very tricky track. And especially in conditions like this. Tactical Genius, where is he? There he is there. He's pushing the limits, is the lad. Racking them up. Penalties, making silly mistakes. Yes, he certainly is, mate. He certainly is. As we'll go down to, well,
here we go.
Old
Boy's
Boy.
got a run here. Sorry. Old Boy's got a bit of a run. It's going to be close down into the braking at turn 1 on that hammer. Don't think he's going to be quite close enough to do it. He's going to have to tuck in, get a good exit out of turn 3 if he can, and try up into turn 4. Obviously, no DRS in this race due to the wet weather.
Well, have a look at Kyotonic.
Right behind.
Yeah, he's looking to pick up the pieces, is the lad, isn't he? Absolutely looking to pick up the pieces. As Old Boy's still having a good look, but Kyotonic, he can't do it. I mean, it's tricky, mate. It is very tricky, especially with no DRS. It really, really is in conditions like this. So all credit to the lot. Doing a phenomenal job is everybody out there on track. We'll go have a look at Macedonian, because Macedonian is all over the back of his teammate. Suicide 5 was sitting very pretty before that safety car. After that safety car, he just can't seem to turn the car on, and Macedonian is starting to gain on him ever so slightly there, mate. These boys are teammates, as Chasey Dane's starting to come alive as well. He is looking at the back of Jodaku, who is the reserve driver. That is the reserve livery there, folks. Yes, you can notice it on the track map. Red, nice and bright, nice and easy to distinguish, and that is it there. But Chasey Dane is all over the back of him, and let's just see how he fares as Darkness Abyss picks up another track limit penalty, as we'll go back up to the front end, because Kyotonic is starting to drift off.
Who's that? Whoa! Whose car is that? Darkness. Darkness nearly causing an accident.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got no front wing.
What he was doing.
He has got no front wing there, Housey. And not too sure if anyone was a casualty of that, but Darkness Abyss will put that in the pit lane and have to get a nose change as the Stig and Brad Tay. Battle resumed, only 0.4 of a second. Same with Macedonian and Suicide 5. Same with Old Boy and Nat Hammer. I'll tell you what, there's battles all over this one, and we're doing our best to bring the action to you guys and girls at home.
Old Boy having a look.
Just too far back.
Old Boy can't do it.
I tell you what, absolutely brilliant.
Too far back. Stig too far back on that run from turns 3 to 4. So have to wait another lap, will they?
They certainly will.
Up to 5.3 at the front. So I don't know where he's finding this time.
I don't know where he's finding it either, but all credit to him.
Pulling it.
23 lap old inters. Jesus. Yeah. I mean, if he can make them last, I'll go, hey. Because, I mean, that's all credit to the lad. You do not need to change tyres, of course. If you can make them last, it is very, very much legal. But I don't know, mate. They've got to come to a cliff at some point. All puncher territory.
Well, 12 laps to go.
Yeah, 12 laps to go.
I mean, I would say the problem is, again, you got this point where you sat in the car, you're driving, you're trying to work things out in your head. He's got to make the call either, yes, I'm going all the way to the end and commit to it, or stop very, very soon, because otherwise you're going to run out of laps.
Certainly is. And
to really make the best out of a new set, if you know what I mean.
Well, Old Boy and Nat Hammer are cooking their batteries, and I don't think Old Boy, he needs to do a bit of a charge lap or a couple of laps just to get some juice in that battery so he can maximise it down the straight. He ain't going to get the job done with a low battery. It's just going to run out of puff, and well, he's not going to get it. Absolutely get it done. So Kyotonic, well, he's closing in again here, Housey, and he sees Old Boy. He wants that 6th position, does Kyo, and well, he's still doing a great job. Well, he's doing a great job, is the lad. Let's go to the penalties there for everyone at home, and there you go. Well, Kyotonic has 6 seconds. The next 3 cars behind him have 3, so he's just out of that. Well, he's going to lose a few, but I mean, there's still a few laps remaining, 11 to be exact, and we will go to the position game gained as well. There they are there, folks. So Old Boy up 14, Snooey up 12. The biggest loser of the Grand Prix at the moment is Smakinda, and it was a bit of a disconnect by him. Rejoined, found himself at the back. That was unfortunate, but there you go. That is a brief summary of what's happened, what's gone on so far.
Got gap up to 6 seconds now. Snooey's got the gap over Aus Div, 6 seconds, so he's still pulling with 10 to go. So it's 2-5, sorry, still doing a solid job. P3. Fury is gaining on him though. He's 0.8 back, so we'll keep an eye on that one. That battle could get spicy towards the end between 2-5 and Fury. 2-5 trying to break the toe of Fury as we talk down the straight.
He certainly is.
Fury having none of it. Look at how much Fury's gained on the brakes.
Yeah,
Fury's
mate.
really good on the brakes there.
He certainly is.
Really good.
Fury's improving hand over fist throughout this whole season. I've loved watching his progress. Absolutely brilliant. As well, yes, Xerxes, that was a lie. Quality from you there, my friend. But yes, Kyotonic is he's still 8/10 there, mate. He's still 8/10, and we are on lap 26 to 36.
A racing car around. Darkness is around in sector 2. He's missing a wing.
Well, there you
Not
go.
bad to worse with Darkness.
He certainly has, mate. Trying to make up those positions after that. Well, he did stay out.
Let me keep an eye on that.
He did stay out. He did box. It did
Let
throw
the
him
cars
right
go.
at the back. And well, he's trying so hard to come back. But you've just got to be patient. You can't push the limits in conditions like this. It just doesn't work. The car is unforgiving. And well, Darkness is finding that out, of course. As Old Boy is in 0.3 of a second now. Have a look at Kyo. He's still there. But this is where it's at. This is where it's at, Housey. This battle between 5th, 6th, and 7th. As 2-5 is starting to gap Fury again. I wonder if Fury is just doing a bit of a charge here and just getting ready for the last few laps of this Grand Prix. We've got 9 laps remaining, Housey, as Darkness is out. Darkness is out. What's happened to Darkness? He's pit and quit.
Pit and quit. I was just watching that. Sorry, that's why I was quiet. I was keeping an eye on it.
Thank you, mate. As we just jot all these things down.
Yeah, sorry. Both pens at the ready. So gap just coming down slightly at the front. Aus Div just bringing it down a 1/10 or 2. So I don't know. Maybe Snooey's got to that point where the tyres are really going to start hurting. We'll see. We've got 9 laps to go. We're going to have to start thinking about the driver of the day poll soon, Skate, just to give you a nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah, actually, good idea, mate. I might throw that in now.
Yeah, Old Boy still looking over the back of that hammer.
That's where we'll be looking there, Housey.
Back a little bit.
Streams on Old Boy.
I've got it. Yeah, I'm on Old Boy myself. Keeping an eye. Kyotonics just dropped back a little bit in the last couple of laps from this battle. Maybe he's getting a little bit worried perhaps about what's going to happen in front of him, so he's just dropped back, give him a little bit of space, or maybe doing the charge laps. Old Boy is looking to make this place from 6th to 5th, but he does have 15 seconds worth of penalties, so Old Boy is going to be the biggest loser when the checkered flag drops. 15 seconds worth of penalties, he is going to drop like a stone, unfortunately for Old Boy, but it is nice just to have him back on the grid and racing, to be honest. So let's have a look then. Can he make this move down into turn 1? He has got a good run. He's gaining. I think it's going to be a little late. It would be too much of a dive into turn 1. He realises that, so sits back. He's going to look for a good exit out of turn 3. There's a back marker in the way. Just coming up. We're going to get past him fine, are we? Yep.
There you go, folks. I am back, and the driver of the day poll has gone out in the Twitch chat. Get your votes in, folks. Can only vote once, and we have changed that. Used to be able to spend channel points, but we want legitimate drivers of the day. So we've only allowed the 1 vote. So choose wisely, there, folks. We'll go to the position changes.
Oh,
just
is
so
that tactical? There's Jaduku. Sorry, Jaduku's got a problem. He's just spun coming out the last corner. I think he's clean though. His wing's still there.
His wing's still there. He's okay. Very tricky conditions for these boys, and well, hats off to them. As we'll go back up to Kyotonic, 0.7 of a second now, mate. Slowly, but Old Boy having a good look. Well, he's gone deep. He's gone way deep, and well, that's going to not hamper excuse me, that's going to hamper his progress. He'd want to be careful because Kyotonic is there waiting. He's absolutely waiting to pick up these pieces. He needs a good exit, this Kyo. He needs a good exit. No, he just didn't get it. He didn't get it. He got a tank slap at the wrong moment. And while old boy stretches his legs even then some, as you can see, Kyo drifting back ever so slightly. And we'll go down to the Stig as well there, folks. The Stig is still doing his thing, of course, all over the back of Brad Tay. And Brad Tay, I tell you what, phenomenal job by him.
Yeah, old boy close again, still with that hammer. Battle's still going. Can't get it done anywhere, can old boy. That hammer with good exits. Obviously, probably with a bit of, I wouldn't say anger. Anger's probably the wrong word, but after the drop last week, after the 5-second penalty applied to Net Hammer, he's looking for a bit of revenge and a little, maybe revenge is a better word, I'm not sure, but he's certainly got the spirit with him this week.
Well,
got the grit, the determination, maybe that's a better word, grit and determination.
That's it, mate.
Yeah,
Grit
that
sounds heroic, doesn't it? I mean, as we welcome a first-time chatter, not from Nilla, HD, much appreciated there, my friend. If you're liking what you see, hit that follow button. And, yeah, well, enjoy.
No, I think he was in last week, wasn't he?
Oh,
not
was
Vanilla.
he? I'm not too
Not
sure.
Vanilla.
Maybe this is the first time he's chatting.
I think so, not Vanilla. Was he? No, I think he was in last week. I'm sure we mentioned his name.
Oh, there you go, anyway.
It's the name I'm not going to forget, you know. Vanilla Ice and all that.
Can't touch this. Anyway, let's not sing on stream. We'll push this one on. Old boy, Nat Hammer. Battle resumed. Old boy. Well, I'll tell you what. Not much battery. He's running out. He's running out. He's running out. It's out. And there you go.
It is.
There you go. There you go.
Sorry, let's go back to that. It's Snooey that's singing. You can't touch this at the moment because even though Nodsty's got the gap down to 4 seconds now, he is gaining slowly, but he's only got 6 laps left. Can Snooey hold on? I fear Snooey is going to be a sitting duck at the end of this race if Nodsty can get anywhere near him. It's going to be a spectacular finish, that's for sure. Yeah, not Vanilla, giving us a bit of props there. The energy you bring on a Monday night is incredible. Well, thank you, Vanilla. We do try our best. It's a bit chaotic most of the time. But
well, I mean, league racing at its finest there, mate.
In the chat.
That's right.
Yeah,
I mean,
people in the chat that keeps us going.
And not only that, always about the boys on, always about the boys on track. As old boy, well, I tell you what, he's doing his best, but look at the wash on the front end.
He just can't do it, can he?
No,
he tries so hard.
Kyo went real wide there, coming out of the S's. No harm, no foul. But I tell you what, he's just drifted back a little bit there, mate.
As closing on Brad Tay here.
He really is.
Closing on Brad Tay. Might be worth a look. Yeah, closest battle I think, apart from Old Boy and Hammer. He just had a good run there, did Stig, through that middle sector. Brad Tay could be in trouble down the front straight.
Well,
gap to the front now at 2.7. It's coming down.
I'll tell you what though, mate.
Quickly.
Snooey has 9 seconds worth of penalties. He ain't even going to finish on the podium at this rate because the boys behind him, it's going to be close because 2.5 has a 3-second time penalty. So he just wants to stay that 3 seconds ahead of Fury. He needs to push this 2.5 as the Stig and Brad Tay battle resumed. And he's only 0.4 of a second. They just can't do it. They just can't do it. They are cooking their batteries. They are not thinking about just banking some ERS and then do that charge at the very end. Let's just see old boy. He's doing the same thing. 12%. Nat Hammer's got some more in his pocket. Yes, almost double than what old boy does have as Fury. Fury just needs to stay within 3 seconds of 2.5 and he's got that P3, mate.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just checking the Bible on something for a second. So, yeah, okay. Sorry, I was just seeing.
Oh, our resident Arnie, DJ Death Dragon has joined the chat. Come on! The hills are alive with the sound of DJ. You made me sing, DJ. That is not good. Anyway, we will move on. As long as I'm not doing. It's not.
Did my happy birthday for Doctors the other week just give you that song inspiring?
Yeah, well, I mean. That and last season, was it last season me doing sound effects of Formula 1 cars on stream? Vroom, vroom, I mean, Jesus. We will push on. Let's not relive those embarrassing moments. But we will push on.
4 laps to go.
4 laps to go. The Stig still behind. Brad Tay, 0.4 of a second. He wants a good exit. He's got a good exit. Let's just see. He's got 41%. Oh, they've both got the same. Have a look at this. They are doing a phenomenal job. These boys know exactly what they are doing. Oh, Fury's got a penalty. Fury's got a penalty. It cancels that that out. 2-5 must be a sigh of relief. And, well, he's going to keep that P3. He's just got to keep the car on the track. And,
well, he might get P2, mightn't he? He might get P2 because of Snowy's penalty.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Old boy's finally got it done.
Old boy's got it done.
Cut you off. Old boy's finally got it done. Turn 4 up to the inside.
I did miss it. Damn. It's always the way. Old boy
After
finally
all those laps.
After all those laps, he finally got it done. All tacticals
18
out.
Seconds.
Tacticals out.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Is out. Where is he on track? He looks like he's in the pit lane. What? Or is that?
Oh, Jodoku! Jodoku's around. No, Jodoku's around.
It's on the outside of the track.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. No, it's not.
Yeah, no,
it's on the outside. Tacticals out.
So,
Tacticals out.
Oh. All right, so gap at the front. Let's get back to the front. Gap down to 0.5. Nosty's Snowy's in.
Snowy's in. Snowy's in. He's coming.
He's in. Has he got a puncher? I'm not sure.
I don't know, mate. But we've got a new follower, Mahusiv 6T8. I think that's how you say it. I do apologise if I got it wrong. Welcome to the stream, Formula 4 Racing, the Australian division, Mexico City. There's old boy. He's up in the 4th. He's got 18 seconds. 18 seconds worth of track penalties.
Yeah.
I tell you what, mate. I tell you what, he's going to drop like a stone in water. As Kaio Tonic. Kaio Tonic nearly in the back of his teammate. No. That's not what you want to do. That is not what you want to do, Kaio. You got to work together. Of course, you've got 6 seconds. Nat Hammer is a clean skin. Nat Hammer's going to jump up. Nat Hammer really is. He needs to start focusing on the gap in front and not too much worry about old boy. Just start closing that in, and he could still be on the podium. Of course, Fury has 3-second time penalty, and well, Nat Hammer, what is he behind? He's about 7 seconds.
6 or something to the moment. 7 seconds.
Yeah, roughly like that.
He's got 3 laps to try and do something about it. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. He's going to get P4. But you see, going back to that, what I said earlier about Snowy, you've got to make that decision to either, I'm going to make it, or no, I'm not. Early on, you can't leave it. I don't know whether he had a puncher. It didn't look like it. But
Kaio just got another track penalty. 9 seconds. It's gone from good to bad to worse. And, well, there you go. 9 seconds as... So
let's have a look then. We got lap 34, just about to start that. The Polton Ultimate lap. No, sorry. Nodsty's just started. Lap 34. Shooting the gun a little early there. So let's pay a bit of homage there. Nodsty, no penalties. Nat Hammer, no penalties. Chasey Day, no penalties. And Blue Dog, no penalties. Absolutely fantastic stuff by you guys. Well done. Really, really good. Sue proving that it can be done, you know? I don't like all this. Oh, you're going to get a penalty. No, you're not. It can be done.
It absolutely can be done. As Snowy had a good look there. Excuse me. He's boxed. He's got the fresh set on. He's got 2 laps remaining. Brand new set of inters.
Tonic and Nat Hammer in front.
There you go.
9 seconds worth of penalty though to Snowy. He's going to go for a move.
Kaio Tonic getting a bit argy-bargy. And, well, there you go. Snowy in the 7th. It's all legal, but no contact.
Macedonian behind.
These Hello Kitty boys versus Team Monster Energy Racing. And, well, Snowy's ready to pounce. Have a look at Snowy. He's ready to pounce. He's going to take a risk.
So much grip.
Kaio is putting the car in all the right places there, though, Housey. He just can't get it done, but he'll have a better exit coming out of that last corner. And, well, there you go. Driver of the Day vote is still there. It still can happen, but Snowy has won it so far with 5 votes. So, he's going to drop like a stone, though. He's got a heap of track penalties. That's just one to keep in mind. And he also will get a 5-second time penalty from the stewards at the end of this one after his finishing result from accumulation of license points. So, yeah, there you go. That is Snowy's race in a nutshell. He did try to hang it out there. In hindsight, probably an idea to box when everybody else did, and he would have been there and thereabouts fighting again. As Bopton and Jodoku are having a bit of a battle there. Jodoku is in 15th. Bopton is in 16th. As we'll go back up to Macedonian. Got a good view of this.
Around the outside.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is close. Kaio Tonic doing a great job. He's putting his car in the right spot. Snowy can't do anything about it. He's got to rely on his traction of those new inters, and he's going to get it done. He's got no battery, how's he? Oh, they've touched! Oh, no! No! That was silly.
Both parties.
Yeah, both parties, and no way Snowy's winning the driver of the day for that one. But there you go. Massive incident They will not be happy. That
It's
will be
split
one.
then between 2-5 and Kyotonic. Then
Yeah,
if we're going to take it away from Snewy,
Yeah, we're going to take it away from
I
Stewie.
think we should give it to, well, we'll have a discussion in a minute. Let's see what happens first. So we are on the penultimate lap. Let's forget what's just happened.
Yeah,
Blue
exactly.
Dog up to 11th now. Johnny M4 up to 12. So not bad from Blue Dog, actually. Let's just check the position changes here quickly. Now, I just want to have a look. Yeah. So Chasey Dane up 9 places. Blue Dog up 6. Biggest, obviously, gainer is Old Boy up 16 places. Fantastic drive from Old Boy, but unfortunately does have all those penalties to deal with. 18 seconds worth now. I mean, looks good though, because unfortunately Bopton's got 27 seconds worth of penalties. So Old Boy doing a decent job. Yeah, well done.
Well done. I mean, it is tricky. It is tricky conditions, but it can be done. It can be done, but yeah. Anyway,
it can be done.
It can be done.
Xerxes told me to hold fire, but at the end of the day, those 4 that I mentioned are still there.
We are on the last lap of the Grand Prix here, folks, and Nodsty, our championship leader,
just needs to keep it on the track. Yeah.
He's just done his thing. He's just done his thing. Mr. Consistent is Nodsty. He's very rarely misses this lad. Yes, he hasn't had a race win in a long time, but he is there and thereabouts always. And he's just got to bring the thing home. He's got 5.7 seconds gap from 2.5. 2.5 will win our driver of the day, folks.
He can thank me, both of them. Yeah, I would go with 2.52. Both Nodsty and 2.5, actually. I'll take some credit here. I did say Nodsty hadn't had a win for ages. He's going to get one. I did say at the start, 2.5's never had a podium here. He's going to get one. So, unbelievable.
Well, Nodsty wins here, Mexico City. What a drive by the lad.
Drive.
Here comes 2.5, driver of the day. P2 for 2.5. Great drive by him. Well, Fury Strat will take third.
Old Boy? Let's see Old Boy. Old Boy, let's see how far he drops.
Let's see how far he drops. Let's just see. We're going to keep an eye on this. We're not going to call them as they come across the line because it's going to change dramatically. Well, look at this. Look at this. Suicide 5 will finish. There's carnage after the line, of course. And, well, there you go. Old Boy doing what? Oh, that's all AI, folks. AI just crashing into AI. And Chasey Dane, let's just see where he finished. Old Boy will take 7th position after all that, believe it or not.
To be fair.
Bloody oath. Well, he's consistent, mate. He's very rarely misses the top 10. He's usually 12th. Look at the AI smash all into him.
Up 9 places. Yeah, good drive from Chasey.
Bloody oath.
Blue Dog, again, we'll quick mention. Obviously, I think he's running that new wheel, so not a bad start for Blue Dog. There'll be fine adjustments to be made for him, I'm sure, and getting used to a new setup. So not bad for Blue Dog. Up 6 places in the end. P11, decent finish. I need to jot down these DNFs as well quickly.
Well, Bopton and Jodoku will finish nose to stern, of course. Yes, P13, 14. Smakinda ended up a lap down, unfortunately. There he is there. And that was Mexico City, folks. What a bloody brilliant race. All right, yes, there was an incident between Snewy and Kyotonic, but there was very little incidences. And, well, congratulations to everybody involved. That was a belter of a race. Let's just wait for the champagne to be flown here at Mexico City. And there he is, our championship leader. Take a bow, son, Nodsty. I hope that champagne tastes brilliant, mate. Our championship leader throws that trophy aloft. And there you go. The Mamba 2.5 P2.
Fastest lap.
And Mr. Fury Strat will take the 3rd place. So fantastic for our top 3. We'll go to these timing screens for the stewards to do their job as usual. And let's just have a look. There you go. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix, believe it or not, was held by Johnny M4 with a 1 minute 26.455. And we'll wait for this to tick all over for the stewards to do their thing, as the stewards do. And let's just have a look. We're not going to comment on Kyotonic. I'm sure there will be a stewards report to follow. Get your incidences in. And there you go. 3 DNFs. Well, technically 5. Kyo, Snewy have been classified, but they were both out. Tactical Genius, Darkness Abyss, and Bozza, of course. Bear with us, folks. Bear with us. We're going to go on a brief pause. We're going to get the top 3 in for a driver interview as Nodsty, our championship leader, has just joined. We are waiting for 2.5. We'll go on a brief pause. We will be back in 1 second, folks.
those conditions, to be honest. I was, if I started towards the front, it would have been alright, but starting in P9, you've got to make your way through every man and his dog to get up the front. So I think I gained 3 or 4 spots before I even got to turn 1. Had a really nice battle with Tactical, running side by side with him. It was actually really cool to have everyone on my strat, which was ballsy to do 25 laps. I think it was on that Inter. My tyres for one were slick immediates, and in those conditions they weren't great. But
no, that's right.
Yeah, it's good points for me again. Another top 5 finish, a 3rd place. To be completely honest, a 2nd podium here as well. So big points for me for my Pot 3 championship.
Of course.
I'm in front of, and big points for the team, which we're leading that as well. So doing my best.
Well, I tell you, if that was not a flex, if I've ever heard one. Yes, your team, Team Hello Kitty, on top before this round. 1,192 points as a combined total. And well, all credit to all Hello Kitties involved. But I'll tell you what, Fury, you're pretty consistent these days. It's an absolute pleasure watching you, calling you race, and, well, another great job by you at Mexico City. Kick back, relax, mate. Have a shower. I'm sure you'll be bloody sweating after that one. But well done on your 3rd place, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Congrats to Nodsty and 2.5. 2.5 had... Yeah, he had mega pace. So when he got the 3-second pen, he just pulled away. So congrats to him, and congrats to the other 2 Hello Kitty boys to get all 3 cars in the top 6 is a fairly good effort.
bloody oath, bloody oath. The special mention to Suicide 5, Pot 4 finishing P6. Fantastic job by him. But we'll move to his cousin, the Mamba 2.5. Yes, P2. Well, the monster, the monster energy driver. Not only did he take P2, he took out the driver of the day. Believe it or not. What an absolute drive by this guy. And tell you what, mate, what an absolute, well, quality drive. Qualifying was very tricky. The race was extremely difficult. But, well, only 1 3-second time penalty your name. Obviously, Fury was had the same as well. But, well, talk us through it, mate. Talk us through it. P2, great job.
Yeah, no, it was a good race from Nodsty. Just way too quick for me. And, yeah, I got a double warning through that S section there. And I was holding back, and I was like, I don't want to get 3 seconds. Because Fury's really consistent, doesn't usually get penalties. So...
Yep.
But once I got it, I was just, hammer down and just head down.
Well, there you go. I tell you what, it was great to see the Mamba back on the podium. Absolutely brilliant. I'm pumped that that's all fixed for you. And, well, looking forward to the next one. We are at Interlagos. But, well, got to say, congratulations on a great drive, mate. Driver of the day as well. Brilliant drive.
No
all
worries.
credit to you. Well done, my friend.
Thanks, boys. Good drive, lads.
So... that leads us to the one, the only, the championship leader, Mr. Nodsty. Wow, what a race. I tell you what, mate. Were you just scratching your head there when you seen Snooey starting to gap you a little bit there on those worn inters? And you just bit your time, and obviously the track penalties came into it. You did what you usually do, mate. Keep it pretty clean, keep it pretty consistent. And, well, there you go. There again, P1.
Yeah, Snowy had me seriously confused when he pulled I think it was 6 seconds on me.
Yeah, man.
And my tyres were already up to like 30%. I was like, he's had to be on like 70 or 80%. And he just kept pulling it out, but they must have just dropped off and closed it up, and then he pit, and then he ended up DNFing. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, yeah, no, him and Kaio had a bit of a running together there, mate. In I think it was. Oh, gee, I can't even remember what turn it was. I think it was turn 1, turn 2. And, yeah, that was those two boys race over. But anyway, we'll get back to you, my friend. Let's just have a look at this champ. Waiting for this screen to roll over, folks, so we can talk you through it as, well, there you go. There's the calendar. Just waiting for it to roll over. Just bear with us. It's just timing, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant timing. But there you go, Nodsty, 287 points prior to this one. Macedonian is the next closest man, 229 with Nat Hammer on 212. I'll tell you what, Nodsty, this has been a great season by you. Yes, another 6 rounds to go. Anything can happen, but it's just the run home, mate. You've just got to finish. And, well, keep it going. And a trophy, a real-life trophy, is heading your way. Our championship leader, I mean, very tricky qualifying conditions as well, Nodsty. There was a bit of a crossover point, especially that Q2, Q3, where it did start to rain towards the end of the session. A couple of boys got caught out, but as what you do, you get your laps in early and, well, safe as you were. So, look, another quality drive by you, my friend. And is there anything else you want to add? Is there any highlights that we might have missed that you think needs a bit of a shout out?
Probably my first pole since race 1. It's been a very long time. Like, everyone in here has incredible quality pace, and when I put a pole, I was shocked.
Well,
it felt good to be up in front of
that is first pole since race 1, just to confirm that.
Well, of course, the Statman 2.0 is all over that one. He was talking through your race results as well there, mate. He did mention you hadn't had a race win in a long time, but you were still there picking up podiums and fourths as well. So, well, welcome back to the winner's circle there, Nodsty. Well deserved, my friend. Our championship leader, everybody, Mr. Nodsty, Rockstar Racing. Congratulations on a great drive, mate.
Thanks, mate.
All right, folks, that is us done and dusted for another rendition of Formula 4 Racing, the Australian division, Mexico City, done and dusted. Our P1, Nodsty, P2, and driver of the day, 2.5, P3, Mr. Fury Strat. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix was held by Johnny M4 with a 1 minute 26.455 in wet conditions, folks. We do appreciate all of you boys and girls supporting our stream. We do hope you can catch the UK boys tackle this magnificent track at 8 p.m. GMT Monday. Yes, not too far from now, Housey. Maybe 9 hours or 10 hours or so away from now. And, well, me and you will be there presenting that one. We're going to hang around. If you can hang around, we'll try to send you to somewhere where to support the stream community out there, of course. We will raid a channel. We'll try to raid a league if that is possible. If there are any other leagues racing at the moment, but they are not. There's a lot of individuals, so we'll just say goodbye for now. How's that? So there you go. I have been your host, See Me Skate. The trusty steed next to me. That was hello there, Housey. You can catch us 8 p.m. GMT at this very same track coming up in about 9 hours' time. We do hope you can join us. Thank you very, very much for watching. We are Formula 4 Racing. Bye.